Big news, universe. Guys, they confirmed that their live action Spider-Verse is being rebooted. Oh no, the pain, the horror. We all loved that Kraven movie oh so much. Plus, will Daniel Radcliffe ever be Wolverine? It seems like he may not want to. And also, most importantly, and I'll explain this in a minute, we are going to be taking questions from you guys that you want asked to the one and only Penny Barber. Here we go. It's the Kristian Harloff Show. Mikey Christmas in the house. What's up, Mike?
I got it. Can you hear me now? I'm good.
Good.
Yeah.
Remember those commercials forever?
What?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I do.
Good.
Yeah.
Remember, he was named like the biggest trader of the decade.
Yeah, because he went to the other network. That's right.
He went from Verizon to what? T-Mobile, Sprint, something.
He went where the money is. Yeah.
Yeah, I did not blame him. I think it must have been very hard to book something after that.
Probably.
It's a Moxie special today, guys. We've taken over for Kristian Harloff, who is under 4 feet of snow right now.
Is that why he's not here? Because he's digging out snow?
This is what his text to me said. I'll just be transparent. And by the way, I did find out that Kristian usually does listen to the top of these shows. So my bad, Kristian, if you didn't want me to say this. He texted me. He said, "Can you cover for me tomorrow because of the snow and a phone call?" Yeah.
All right. Well, he's pretty busy, but yeah, that's snow.
Probably the snow and a phone call.
Nothing to mess with, man.
Probably
It's
taking
awesome,
one
though.
too. My family, as you know, is back east, and they are all. My brother is a teacher. School's been canceled yesterday, today, indefinitely. They cannot leave their homes. There is no like, oh, fun snow day. Let's go sledding on an adventure. Like you are stuck city. Yeah. I do not miss that. And actually, can I tell you the most messed up thing of my whole mentality about this?
Yeah, go for it.
Are you, and you can tell me that I'm a big piece of shit here.
Okay.
Are you a little bit happy that the year that Kristian decided to move back east, he's getting hammered by snow?
I didn't even think about it. So maybe that makes you a piece of shit, Rox.
I was
I grew up in Buffalo, New York. So I'm used to snow like every summer, every winter. Like I'm used to it.
His family is not. And I don't ever wish pain and suffering on his family, but I didn't want them to leave LA.
You do that
as
you came that as a place of love. You didn't want him to leave. So now
you're
like left, and now here you go.
Well, you left and you are having the worst winter that you could possibly have.
I don't know. I mean, like I see that all the videos and pictures, and I'm like, that looks like a winter wonderland. I'd be in heaven.
From afar, but remember this, Mikey. Remember not having electricity for days. Remember forgetting something at the grocery store and you just can't eat it. Like, remember all of your friends are stuck home and you have no Wi-Fi, no internet, no way of calling. The cell phone towers are down. You're using candles to stay warm.
I spent most of my life in Florida with hurricane season. So when a hurricane came through, that was I just remember it's like, hey, I ain't going to work for a couple of days. This is going to be awesome. Yeah. What's the term they use? Hunker down? I think that's what they all said.
We're not comparing it to Florida. We're comparing it to where he used to live in sunny California.
Right. I know. But I'd be out in the snow. I'd be making snow angels. I'd be loving it.
Your theory is that I am a bit of a piece of shit about this. However, it comes from a place of love and you would be fine there.
Yeah. You're a little bit of a POS, but I get where you're coming from. So it's not like he's always lived there and you're just like, fuck that guy.
He left us.
I know. But I'll be honest, Rox. I'll be honest. As much as I loved in person, I didn't love driving to his studio. I know you live close. I lived on the other side of the valley, and it took me an hour and a half to get there every morning. So that sucked.
Yeah, but also, and you and I were never on the same show together, so I guess it wasn't the same for us. But I desperately miss being in person. Like
of course, those were just different thing. Completely different thing. Because that way I could get Luke his headshots because we did them right there. I didn't have to track my ass about him.
I haven't done them yet.
Because we were just outside his house, and Harloff would be like, "All right, I'm going to take a bunch of pictures of you," and I would just be doing it.
Honestly, what we should do, because for real.
Oh, fuck. Roxy, I just remembered this. I had to do a self-tape, and I was like, you know what? I'll knock those headshots out. The canvas will be up, the blank thing, it'd be a perfect thing, and I didn't. Fuck! I'm sorry, Luke. Damn it.
I had to do a self-tape this week too, Mikey, and I had the exact same thought process. Have you auditioned for any of these verticals?
No, and I hope
What are your thoughts?
I don't want to. I don't want to do them. I don't want to do them. Again, and this is old crotchety man Mike.
Yep.
It's just I don't view them as I don't view them in a way that it reminds me. Do you remember Instagram tried to do movies? Like they were trying to release them. It wasn't Instagram, but it was like someone was trying to do a movie.
It was TikTok.
It was like these little segments, 2-minute movies that you put together for a full
TikTok.
movie.
Yes.
And I'm just like, okay. It's just not. I mean, I get it. I understand why there's a generation that will grow up on this. I mean, when I film video rocks, I still do it sideways. I don't turn my camera like normal. And I don't understand composition in a vertical. I don't understand how you can fit someone in frame.
Yeah,
especially like an action scene. How do you do an action scene and there's a vertical? Like, what?
I hear you on that. As interestingly enough, I had my first vertical audition this week.
Yeah.
You speak to your team about it, and they're like, "Do you want to do this?" And I just want to be auditioning more. Like,
yeah, I get it.
Whatever. And then you can figure it out from there. But you shoot them horizontally.
I was just gonna wait. What?
I was like, huh.
That makes no fucking sense.
It makes sense.
Is that like, I'm curious,
I don't know,
is that a casting director?
That's
their note, or is it the production's note?
I don't know, because what I get is what my manager sends me.
Wouldn't you want to see what it's going to look like in the
I know.
vertical?
I thought that too, but it very clearly in all capitals said, please shoot horizontally. And I was like, huh.
I think this is a fad that's going to go away, because movie theaters are going to shoot these. TVs aren't going to show these. Like, it's going to be internet, like, online.
People at home who are uninterested in this, don't you worry. I've got plenty of things that you're interested in today. But sometimes you guys like behind the scenes stuff. And when Kristian's on here, the kids will play, and that is us. So here's the thing. Yesterday, we got the exact number. Luke sent it to us. Sorry, I almost gave Kristian credit for Luke's work. So Rocco got 97 super chats yesterday.
That's great.
Which is he puts big numbers on the board. We know he does.
Yep.
By the way, what do I do? Wait, just pausing for a second, Mikey. Last week I won.
Yeah, you
I don't feel as if I won one.
Okay, hold on. We talked about this because I jumped in and I said Roka deserves some credit because I heard. So Harloff told us what you did, and I'm like, that sneaky bitch. And then totally. Steph was like, that's a businesswoman. I'm like, she is. So
I feel like he deserves the bonus though. Like I sat and watched.
I'm gonna step away from that. I don't know how to handle
Here's
that.
What I'm thinking.
You open the door.
Yeah, I know, but he didn't respond to it. I wanted him to be like, yeah, thank you. I will take the bonus, but he didn't.
No, he's not going to do that. Come on. No one would do that.
So now I'm thinking that maybe I should take it and then Venmo him half and split the bonus with him.
Okay. Yeah, the splitting would be good. That would be a good one. Because you wouldn't have gotten it without him.
No, clearly not. I would
I would say split it with him. Send him split it. Yeah, that's a good thing.
So I'll invoice for it and then I'll send it to him.
You get the props because you did it and with your business savvy. So there's that little, you got your flowers. And then Roka gets a little pat on the bum.
A lot of people would like to pat Roka on the bum. It's a nice bum. The Roka bum. He had 97, so we need to beat 97. But I'm legitimately positive that we're going to. Do you want to know why?
I know exactly why. I know exactly why.
I know exactly why. We know exactly why. We've been given a gift from God.
Yep.
And that God's name is Kristian Harloff. So for today's show, yes, we're going to be talking about the Spider-Verse, and yes, we're going to be talking about Wolverine, and yes, we're going to be doing TV picks and all that stuff, and probably getting off topic a ton of times and doing goofy things where Mike shows us videos and he laughs his ass off at whatever he thinks is funny. All that is good and true. But tomorrow, Mikey and I have the biggest day of the week. because not live, but tomorrow, Kristian, Mike, and I are interviewing probably Mike's favorite celebrity at this point, is MVP. Penny Barber in the house, guys. We are going to be, go ahead.
I had a dream this morning that I woke up to.
Always a good start to a speech. I had
involving all of us.
Okay.
And her. We were setting up the interview. It was outside. It was snowing, and Harloff was doing a movie, like one of his out of theater reactions. You were picking him up in the car. Penny was with her best friend, who's going to be there with us for the interview.
Okay.
And I'm outside in the cold, and I'm doing push-ups. And you pick up Harloff, and then the girls join you. You're like in a van, and you come over and you're like, oh, look at this guy. And Harloff's like, look at this guy in the ground, push-ups in the snow, getting ready for the interview. And then she gets out, comes up to me, and like over my shoulder, she's like, hey, handsome, you ready for the interview? And I'm like, and I look up and I'm like, yes, ma'am, let's go. And then we all got in the interview, drove to the studio and did the interview. That's what I woke up to this morning. I shit you not.
I have follow-up questions.
I'm doing push-ups in the snow, Roxy.
That's why you said you don't mind the snow. That's why when I said today, the cold, and you're like, I don't mind the snow.
I was in jeans and no shirt like RFK. Like, I don't know what I was doing.
You and RFK. Best buds. Okay. Well, that's amazing because we are interviewing her tomorrow, and I feel as if you need to tell her about that dream.
Because she'll expect it. She'll think it was something sexual. It's like, no, just me doing push-ups, getting ready for the interview with you.
This is the gift that we've been given today, though. And I want to be very clear about this so as to not mislead anybody.
Yes.
For super chats today, you can send in normal super chats, ask us questions, comments, whatever about anything else we're talking about or anything you want to know about. But also, Kristian is allowing you guys to submit potential questions for Penny Barber. So any of the questions that you guys write in the super chat, we will review, and some of them we will select to ask her, probably in like a specific, these are questions from the audience section. So not every question that you guys ask will be asked, but if you send in a super chat that has a question for Penny, we will review it, and there is a possibility that we will ask it.
And so it's a limited time
to Penny Barber.
The interview is not going to be like our show. It's a limited time we have her. So we have a limited window for questions, but he made very specific. There's a possibility, and he completely understands if you don't want to submit a super chat because it might not get asked.
But
there is that.
You have a question that you're dying to ask her. The best way is to send it a super chat. So,
and if she loves what we do, she might want to come back, and then we'll have all those super chats, and it'll be.
And
awesome.
We already know we love what she does. Anytime. Oh, this is so bad, Mikey.
What?
Anytime anybody says come back, have you ever seen the blooper of
Chris Pratt? Of course I have. Come on now. That's probably one of the most classic ads. It's not even a blooper. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. And the way that Aubrey Plaza immediately hits him, and she's the only one who got what he was doing. If you guys haven't checked that out. It's a really good one. So submit those questions. That's how I feel pretty confident that we are going to take down Rocha today, because not only are we doing normal super chats with Mikey and Roxy, but we're also taking potential super chats for Penny Barber.
I don't want to say be creative. That's not the right word, but these actors get asked all the generic questions all the time. The better your question is, the better chance it has of being asked. Like, something.
Mikey, are they referred to as actors? Is that how what the preference is?
Well, I've heard mattress actresses.
Mattress actress. Yeah, I've heard that too.
Mattress actress. We'll ask her what she prefers.
Yeah.
Performer.
That's a good question. Yeah, I'm curious.
Sex worker.
What does she like to be called?
Yes.
Obviously Penny, but like, what is her career? What would she say it is?
Yeah.
And at this point, Mikey.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I have to do more research. What is her level of activity these days?
It's interesting because she kind of came out of, I don't want to say nowhere, but only the past couple years.
Okay.
So, OnlyFans has already been a thing, but she does work for the big companies. So,
and she does have an OnlyFans?
I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I don't know.
I'm curious if she would ever make one or what the pros and cons are.
I would assume she does. I'm very curious because with the whole, when we'll get into it, AI and everything, and some of them embracing it, you know, and what they're doing with it. I'm very, very interested in that.
I know. Yeah. I know. That's crazy. Well,
she tends to go, Roxy, into the MILF category. Lots of younger men, and she plays the mother or the
Is she a mother?
Stepmom. I don't think, no, she's married. I don't think she's a mom.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll discuss all of that. But I want to hit you guys with, for those of you guys who aren't, I know you're all obsessed with Penny Barber. For those of you guys who, though, aren't here just for the Penny Barber talk, we, of course, are a bunch of nerds, and we will talk about this Spider-Verse story. So, Mikey, this broke this morning, and we initially were going to be talking about a different story to lead on the show today. And then this broke, and we were kind of all interested in it because while I think potentially you could just say people saw this coming, it's also set in stone now. So what will that mean? And we will theorize. Let's get to this. Coming from Comic Book Movie, Sony boss confirms live action Spider-Verse will be rebooted after previous box office flops. Who wrote this article to give them credit? Josh Wilding. Sony Pictures partnered with Marvel Studios in 2015 to bring Spider-Man into the MCU, starting with Captain America Civil War. With web slingers' popularity on the rise, Sony decided to move forward with its own Spidey-adjacent projects, starting with Venom in 2018. The movie bombed with fans and critics, but made, it's unfair to even use that word bomb because it made $856.1 million worldwide. The sequels,
that's insane.
I know. Venom Let There Be Carnage and Venom The Last Dance grossed $506.8 million and $478.9 million respectively, but were still moderate hits. Outside of Lethal Protector, Sony found little success. Morbius made only $167.5 million. Madame Web followed with $100.5 million. Oy. And Kraven was the biggest flop with a mere $62 million. Mikey, did you see all three of those?
I did not see Morbius.
Okay. Madame Web?
What's up?
Madame Web?
I did see Madame Web.
Kraven?
Now, I'll be honest with you, Rox. I actually really liked Kraven. I know you hated it.
Okay, we'll get to that then. I was just curious what.
But yes, I did. I saw 2 of the 3.
All right, sure. Wow, I'm so interested to hear your take. But shortly after the movie's release at the end of 2024, we heard that Sony had shelved its live action spinoffs to focus on Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse and Spider-Man Brand New Day. Talking on the town with Matt Belloni, Sony CEO Tom Rothman was asked if the studio will go back to the live action Spider-Verse, to which he responded, yes. When it was put to him that it would be a fresh reboot, the executive once again replied with a brief yes. A recurring issue with the movies listed above was the involvement of producers Avi Arad and Matt Tolmach. Depending on how Spider-Noir is received later this year, it's easy to imagine Phil Lord and Chris Miller being tasked with hitting the reset button on the franchise. Rothman also commented briefly on the long wait for Spider-Man Brand New Day. The scarcity has value. You've got to make the audience miss you. He added, I'll just tell you this. There are 2 people about whom I would say this, and maybe more if I think about it. But these are 2 that come top of mind. Never bet against Jim Cameron and never bet against Kevin Feige. He knows what he is doing. Let's close this out here because I am just curious about your thoughts on this, especially hearing briefly just now that you are a Kraven guy.
Yes.
And not just from the comics, from the movie.
Well, I say this, like, I remember the trailers came out. And I was like, that actually looks pretty good. I like Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Me too.
I liked the movie I separated the movie from the character of Kraven. Like, I'm like, this is not the Spider-Man Kraven. This is not, Spider-Man's not showing up. Is it just going to be a fun action movie? And I was like, I enjoyed some of it. I was like, okay. Madame Web, on the other hand, like, I don't know why I went to go see it, but I will say this. it looks really good. It's like a very well shot movie. Like, they talk a lot about like Marvel and everything is so gray and dull and there's no, whatever. And everyone's like, whatever happened to cinematography in movies? Like, this movie, it looked really good. Like it really looked good. And I think of all the Spider-Man
what about
films,
the script, my dude?
well, there's that. But you also saw, I mean, the ADR alone in this movie is just awful. Like you just see the Frankensteining of this movie trying to be put together. I think of all the Sony things, I think Madame Web with the 4 girls or the 3 other characters was the best shot at a Spider-Man movie without Spider-Man. Like they're heroes and you can do that. All the others are trying to take villains from Spider-Man and make their own movie. So that doesn't work. But I mean,
Not to mention their cast.
Yeah, it was stacked.
Insane.
So I'm like, I think that was a victim of the studio. I think if that would have been the first one out of the gate,
situation was horrible.
Yeah, it just.
But imagine like
trying to tie it to Spider-Man and Peter Parker. You're just like, oh my God, what are we doing here?
They just had it's so crazy to botch that with Isabella Merced, Sydney Sweeney, Dakota Johnson, Celeste O'Connor still up and coming, but still like making quite a name for herself. It was, to me, that's just that's really wild. That's really wild though. Yeah, Zosha Mamet was in it.
But I don't. Yeah, but it just seems like everyone involved didn't set out to make that movie that was being made, or that ended up being made. It was just. So,
is this a little bit of love lost for you, or how do you feel about the fact that they're rebooting?
I think it. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, what are they going to do?
Why are they doing like? You don't make a Spider-Man Spider-verse without Spider-Man. You.
But now,
I mean, I get. There's some CEOs like, well, look at the Joker. Made $1 billion without Batman. The Joker's a little bit different than Morbius, you know, when you're making
what
movies.
Else almost made $1 billion? The first Venom movie.
Those to me are outliers in the sense that I remember when they came out, you just kind of went with it and embraced the craziness of it. And Tom Hardy, he 100% went at it. He gave it his all. And it's a weird enjoyableness to the first one. But it is Venom. It is the character. I mean, they did a little bit without to get away with some Spider-Man stuff, but you see what it... And Venom's been an anti-hero a lot, too, so that kind of worked.
They also made significantly less money for the second and third, which is
what's the term? The values on your return. I forgot that there's a word for diminishing returns. Yeah. Like clearly everyone was done with that.
And still
crap.
all of them made money. However, it's a big drop from almost 900 million to 500 to 400, you know? Yeah. So I think when you see that and you see things aren't trending in the right direction, but there were things that kind of are loose ends. If we were just talking about them sticking with this, which I'm not saying they should have, because if you're losing money then you don't, but
right.
We introduced Lady Venom at the end of the third Venom movie where people thought we might be doing a spinoff there. There was in the Kraven movie at the end with the villain, people thought that we might be doing more with Chameleon. I'm trying to remember Madame Web. Obviously, when they made the movie, they were expecting
and she showed up with the
more. Yeah.
The costume with the goggles. And I'm just like, what?
We literally didn't even get her as Madame Web until the end. So they clearly at one point was a plan to move forward with each of these franchises.
But what's the end goal? Are you bringing them all together to do what? To hope that Feige and Spider-Man, like, all right, you can use them in this thing.
I think, Mike, because I know you're scoffing at that. However, if all of these movies had been wildly successful and clamoring for this Spider-Verse and people were loving it, I think Feige is a businessman and probably would have been like, well, yeah, all right, maybe like what's the money angle? What's the actual pitch? But he doesn't want to diminish Spider-Man's value by putting him in with a bunch of chumps, you know,
movies. Don't put him with the chumps.
Don't put him with the chumps and movies that aren't performing, you know? So I do think that they thought there was probably room to negotiate had these performed.
Roxy, I'm going to put my foot in my mouth, I guess, right now and show my colors here. Yeah. Because, and I say this 100% with my chest, I cannot wait for Clayface. Cannot wait for that movie.
Wait, me too. Why is that?
Because it's a Batman villain without a Batman in the movie. It's the same thing Marvel tried to do with these Sony-verse films.
No.
Well, defend me. Please make me look good. I feel like a chump.
It's not a Batman movie without a Batman in the universe ever. It's one movie without Batman in it. Like,
and they're not saying Batman won't show up. We don't know that he's not showing
we don't
up.
even we don't know that, and B, they're not avoiding him like the plague.
So you're saying
3, 4, 5. We got 5 Spider-Verse movies without a Spider-Man.
So you're saying this would be if the MCU did a Kraven movie. Like, Spider-Man's coming. He will interact with him. It's just this is going to set him up first.
Right. And I think people would have been kind of excited for that. Like,
it just seemed like one after the other of these films, like no Spider-Man, but another one of these. No Spider-Man. Right. Yeah, okay.
I think it's so different. I mean, I don't know. Kraven less so than Venom, because I think people more care about Venom standalone. But like, if what the plan was we are going to introduce, our first movie is going to be a Venom movie, or I guess a Kraven movie, but then Spider-Man is going to come into this world, I think people would have been very invested in these characters. Like, what is their origin story getting there?
Good point.
I don't think you would be super excited for Clayface if the answer to what you just said was, it's just a standalone Clayface movie, and then there's going to be a second one and a third one, and never is there Batman. I think you'd be like, no.
Yeah, because I mean, when that first Joker was announced, I wasn't excited for it. It wasn't until I started seeing stuff
with the second Joker. Like, one standalone Joker movie worked.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, I was, once I saw the movie, I was like, oh yeah, this is fantastic. But I wasn't clamoring for another one. I wasn't hoping this would be its own thing.
No, we were all kind of nervous about the announcement of the second one, and for good reason. The second one also did not perform.
I also knew and didn't get up hope there was never going to be a Batman in that. There was never going to be, and certain people was like, oh, we can make it work with Pattinson. I was like, no, you couldn't. No, you couldn't.
Let's talk about the other side of this though now, Mike. So he gives a yes. That's literally all we get from him. Yes. Okay. So will the studio go back to live action Spider-Verse? To which he responds, yes. When it was put to him, would be a fresh reboot. He said yes. What is a fresh reboot? Are we going to just do it again?
I wonder if they're...
You can't just do it again.
I wonder if they're pinning the fact, because we're getting Spider-Man Noir, and that's technically an offshoot of Spider-Man. I think if you do the heroes...
Really, the trailer looked interesting, and it's on Prime, which a lot of people have. So
yeah, I think if you do heroes spinoffs in a Spider-Verse, you're better off, because
like who?
Like I mean, like the movie, like Into the Spider-Verse proved, there's like 4 or 5 different variants that people fell in love with, and that's why we're getting a Spider-Man Noir. Like, you could do, I mean, Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen.
Can they? Do they have the rights to her?
I don't know. I mean, I would assume, since the Spider-Verse is Sony, I would think that they do. So maybe that's what they're thinking of. Like, maybe like, look, we messed up with the villains. We're going with the heroes, because they know Spider-Man Noir is. There's interest in that movie. The people are excited for that.
I mean, anytime Spider-Punk, they love Spider-Ham.
Anytime they announced a Venom or a villain one, everyone's like, oh, Jesus. But this Spider-Man Noir, and I think if you know it's a Spider-Punk movie, I think people would be into it.
Is there any chance in the next 5 years that we have a reboot of either Morbius, Venom, Madame Web, or Kraven?
I'd say Venom is. I think Venom is the.
So you think it's possible we just get a new Venom?
I think those characters are persona non grata right now. Like,
okay,
Spider-Man's got enough. Spider-Man's got arguably between him and Batman the best rogues gallery in comics, and there's quite a few that they haven't touched on. I think let those die for a little while. Yeah, especially because there are people that love Tom Hardy in the role, and that's a tough recast.
It just would be so weird.
As we've proven time and time again, I don't know shit sometimes.
No, that's not fair, Mikey. Well, all we're doing is guessing like the people. We're fans.
Yeah, I know.
And we're guessing about this, which I think is totally fine.
But here's the thing, Rox.
Yeah, tell me
maybe this is the problem. I'm not invested in it.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's kind of like, I feel this way with Star Wars and Star Trek right now. And if you would have said that about 10 years ago with me, I would be so much more invested, because it's just been misfire after misfire after directionless something. I'm just like, give me something that gets me excited again.
I know what will get you excited. Penny Barber, submit your
getting a haircut.
Getting a haircut. Submit your super chats. Let us know what you guys potentially want us to ask her / what you guys want us to talk about on today's show. We've got a lot still prepared for you, but before we do that, I want to hear a message from Kristian about our friends over at ButcherBox. Here we go.
You know I'm excited because I'm talking about ButcherBox. So if 2026 is your year that feels stronger, eat smarter, or simply just simplify the dinner routine, ButcherBox delivers the good stuff, high-quality proteins, no antibiotics, no added hormones, no mystery labels, just the kind of clean fuel that supports actual results. I don't know who gets more excited when ButcherBox shows up to my house, myself or my wife. We love it. It's the absolute best. For over a decade, ButcherBox has led the industry with meat and seafood that's antibiotic-free, hormone-free, independently verified. It's the clean, trustworthy protein you want to be eating, especially at the start of a new year. I'm always choosing the chicken and the beef, and man, their steaks are phenomenal. When it is not as cold as it is right now, I'm throwing it out on the grill outside, and that's coming up real soon. But even to just cook some of these steaks inside, they're so tender. I love it. I've been making some beef bowls. I've been making a lot of chicken dishes. And as I said, I just get excited every time I see a box. It's like Christmas. So an exclusive offer for you guys. New listeners can get their choice between organic ground beef, chicken breast, or ground turkey in every box for a year. Plus $20 off when you go to butcherbox.com/Kristian. That's right. That's your choice of organic ground beef, chicken breast, or ground turkey in every box for an entire year, plus $20 off your first box and free shipping always. That is butcherbox.com/Kristian. Don't forget to use our link so they know that we sent you. You will thank me. I'm telling you, ButcherBox, it's the best.
I tell you.
What?
For me. No,
What?
you go first because you clearly have a shit-eating grin. Go ahead.
No, I just pictured Harloff out in the fucking snow grilling.
Yeah, I was so happy when he said that.
Because his wife was like, well, you got those steaks. Grill them. Let's go. You wanted to move to New York, so grill them. And he's out there fucking freezing with like a parka on grilling steaks. That's what I just
POS
pictured.
now.
Because he's like, my wife, she gets so excited. Well, honey, I want those fucking steaks tonight, so get out there and grill. You want Mr. New York? He's fucking freezing out there grilling steaks.
Now you're on my level. Mikey. You get it.
I like seeing him in pain.
I like the idea of them moving back to LA. So we have different reasons why.
That's never happening. They ain't moving back.
Enough snow? She's a Cali girl. She is a Cali girl. And they raised Cali girls.
That they did.
And it is the worst winter.
We joked about that because Shannon and I just came back from upstate New York for a week trip.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even know you could ski.
Oh, yeah. I would say of the three levels, I'm a solid intermediate.
Okay.
Because I only do it every couple of years, but I grew up skiing. But I sat there and we're walking around it's beautiful town. And again, it was like 40 degrees out in the sun and the snow. And like, you couldn't get used to this, babe. And she's like, absolutely not. She's like, if I have to get up for work at 5 a.m. to go to the hospital, are you going to shovel the driveway? I'm like, I don't know. But then I was like, I see these people with these giant blowtorches just melting the snow. I was like, I'll get a blowtorch.
The heated driveway people?
I saw those. I heard about that. What's it? Think smarter, not harder. There we go.
Being rich helps everything.
It does.
I mean, you can live anywhere if you're rich. You could just pay for the inconvenience. That's the truth. What are you eating?
Well, you want to know about them? They're pretzel nuggets. So,
does that have peanut butter in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought about these. I always thought gross. I'm a texture guy. I love peanut butter and I love pretzels, but I'm like, to bite into something and have like mushy peanut butter, I'm like, ugh. So one day Shannon bought me like a bag of them because they were Reese's flavored. And we had no snacks in the house. And I really wanted a snack. I was like, I guess I'll try one of these fucking things. And I ate it. And the peanut butter is not like soft and mushy. It's a little bit harder.
Yep.
And I was like, these are fucking delightful.
They're very good.
So Costco has like this Kirkland. And I'm doing this whole thing now, like the past month and a half. I've never counted calories and done all that.
Yeah, you told me you are.
So they're only like 160 calories for like 16 of them. So I'm like,
wow,
that satisfies my sweet tooth. And they're delicious.
Hot tip.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go, Mikey.
Yeah.
All right, we have tons of stuff to talk to you guys about. Let's see how
What's
we're
next?
doing, though. All right, some questions are coming in for Penny. Some questions are coming in for us. We will get to those. Keep submitting them. Keep sending them in. Help us beat Roca. Help us figure out what we're talking to Penny about. You guys know the deal.
Come on, you dirtbags. I know you want to, because this could be a thing. What I'm hoping with this interview is she has such a good time with us, because I really think between the three of us.
You want to make her a regular host. That's what you want to do.
No, not even that. I want her to tell her friends and go, hey, you know those shows we normally go in interviews and it's always like, who's the best you've ever had? Like, and we're not going to do that kind of crap. Like, I want her friends to go, hey, I heard you guys were awesome with Penny. I would love to come on. And it becomes a regular segment. I think that would be awesome.
Who are her friends?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I want you to ask, who's your best friend?
Who's your best friend in the industry?
Well, you already know it was in your dream. Who was with her?
That was her. No, she wasn't a performer. She was like her. You know how sometimes actresses have a manager, but they're also their friends, so they go on interviews with them. It just was like some girl.
Stupid of me to assume.
Yeah, it was just some girl. Wasn't a performer.
You want to talk about this Daniel Radcliffe story?
Go for it. I know what the story is, so let's talk about it. People don't think I do my homework, but I do.
I do. You know who else does? G-Man over at Dark Horizons, Daniel Radcliffe, isn't itching to play Wolverine. I actually thought he did a great job navigating this conversation. So here we go. While Marvel Studios' plans for the future of Wolverine and its post-Secret Wars X-Men era aren't clear, one potential contender has partially ruled himself out. Harry Potter actor Daniel Radcliffe, and it's exactly that sentence and the way that's written, which is why he's doing this. Harry Potter actor Daniel Radcliffe is among the most frequent suggested names for the role, though Taron Egerton arguably remains the most suggested. It's a choice that has divided online fans, especially those who aren't more familiar with the actor's genre work outside of the Harry Potter franchise. Today, while speaking with Comic Book to promote his new series, The Fall and Rise of Reggie Dinkins. Oh, I hear that's good. Radcliffe was asked if picking up the Wolverine mantle was ever a consideration. He says, quote, "It was not. It was never real. It was a very flattering internet rumor. I was very happy about it, but it was never suggested in any kind of way by anybody with any power to make that happen. And honestly, you would be stupid not to consider something like that. But if they do other Wolverines, being the person who follows Hugh Jackman is not on my bucket list for anything, for any role of his, particularly the role he has made the most iconic of his career. I am happy not to be doing that and let him keep doing it." Asked more generally about joining the Marvel or DC universe, he says, "I'm certainly not averse to it. I would never rule anything like that out. But also, I am not necessarily clamoring to be in it or seeking that. I'm lucky that I can judge any job by the quality of the script. So if a script came in that was exciting, different, weird, and cool, then I'd be up for it no matter what it was." Separately, he spoke with Screen Rant and joked that, quote, "My dimensions mean I'm a natural fit for Spider-Man. I think that boat has sailed unless they're doing like Spider Geriatric Man one day, and I can do that." End quote. The comments follow current Wolverine star Hugh Jackman doing a fun post this morning of waking up with his bedhead hair now resembling Wolverine's haircut. All right.
Yes.
Mikey.
Yes.
I think that we comment a lot on how these actors navigate these conversations, which, of course, every actor who makes it to a certain level at some point is asked, would you want to be in Marvel? Would you want to be in DC?
Right.
Would you want to do this? How do you feel he navigated this? And what do you think about Daniel Radcliffe being Wolverine, not being Wolverine?
I think he, first of all, navigated it expertly. Like, he just did. But he's a pro at this kind of thing now. Doing this, 25 years now? So he knows what he's doing. I don't see him as Wolverine. Even though he's got to be at least in his 30s, right? Mid-30s?
I think he's probably almost 40.
Yeah, he just doesn't look that. He just doesn't. Wolverine has to, to me, again, this is just me, what I think. I think he has 36. To be this. Yeah, he has to have like a grizzled, rugged leather handbag of a man. And Daniel Radcliffe just looks so young. He's just going to be that kind of guy that's always looking young.
Interestingly, Taron Egerton is also 36.
Yeah, I never got the Taron Egerton of it either. I guess Aaron Taylor Johnson was the one that I thought might be a good job. Or I thought Jake Gyllenhaal at one point. But I kind of think, I mean, that's a tough one because Hugh Jackman, I can't think of any other actor role except for maybe Iron Man, where an actor like, I don't know if I want to do that. That actor really cemented what they're doing with it, and I don't know if I
What
could.
about Harry Potter?
Well, yeah, I mean, in the sense that he's Harry Potter, like,
No,
or
I'm just saying
the new kid going into the role.
New kid, I think that is those are tough shoes to fill. This article, Harry Potter, what was the first year the Harry Potter movies came out?
2001. I should know.
Okay,
that.
so over 20 years ago.
25 years ago.
25 years ago, the first Harry Potter movie came out.
Yeah.
How is this man, Daniel Radcliffe, has done 100 movies since then? How is he being credited in this article?
Because that's who he will be for the rest of his life.
As somebody, there's very few actors that are like this. There's probably 100 actors ever that are known for one role. And
it's interesting, Rox. I know, but I think it's funny you mentioned this. I just recently got the old Ninja Turtles movies on 4K. They came out in this big box set, and they had an interview now with the current actors and Judith Hoag, who plays April O'Neil, and she's like, on my obituary, I'm going to be April O'Neil. And a lot of people don't know who that actress is, but to an entire fandom, that is April O'Neil. But I get what you're saying. Like, there are certain actors, like Daniel Radcliffe, no matter what he does for the rest of his life, he's Harry Potter.
The only person who somehow the only person I can think of who managed to get out of that was Harrison Ford with Han Solo and Indiana Jones. He has two. I mean, equally.
But I also think Rock's different because Harrison Ford grew up in the age of the movie star.
Right.
Like Tom Cruise, you could say Ethan Hunt, Mission Impossible, but he is Tom Cruise. He's Tom Cruise.
But I'm just saying that Daniel Radcliffe's perspective on this is obviously going to be very unique because he knows what it is to have a role associated with you for life. And so he knows the weight of filling that role. And I think it's very, it's interesting in the article. It's literally Harry Potter's Daniel Radcliffe doesn't want to be Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Because that's what he's known for. And I would argue that Daniel Radcliffe is way more known for Harry Potter than Hugh Jackman is for Wolverine. Because
that's a good one, Rox. I don't know. That's a good one. I don't know. That's a very good one.
I just think he has an understanding of this that's really different. And I think he answered it perfectly. And I would love to see him in more. I kind of see him more in a Star Wars movie than I do in a superhero movie.
I don't see him in. I don't know. He picks such eclectic work. I know. He to me reminds me of Robert Pattinson, where he'll do the big one if he loves the property, but he loves this eclectic, weird. What did he do? Was it Switchblade Boy or
Swiss Army Man?
Yeah, like just ridiculous. Like
Switchblade Boy.
I don't know. Switchblade Boy.
See that Switchblade Boy.
There's someone write that movie, Switchblade Boy.
And starring you?
It could be. Maybe I'll be Switchblade Boy. Anything more like Switchblade Man, but
well, it could be.
That could be Switchblade Boy.
Animated, we don't know. Yeah. Maybe that's the thing.
But I think like Pattinson, Pattinson's tough because I don't think people will remember. I don't think he's Robert Pattinson Batman. I think he's built such a.
He was Twilight's Robert Pattinson forever.
But he's also got such a diverse filmography where he's kind of like, you can't pigeonhole him. Like, I don't pigeonhole, that's a bad word because Radcliffe is a great actor.
But even like Emma Watson was able to break out.
Yeah, you don't really think of her. Potter is Potter because it's the name of the movie. Yeah. It's his iconic look with the glasses and the lightning bolt on his head. It's like, he is Harry Potter. Like, it's just.
Oh, did I lose you or did you lose me?
You froze for a second.
Circling. Does that mean I'm gone or you're gone? Or you're back. Was I gone or you were gone?
You were frozen for a second.
You were frozen for me.
Oh no.
It was very sad.
Oh shit.
All right. I don't think either of us was dying for him to be Wolverine, so this was not heartbreaking. And I think he did a great job with this. They are asked it so many times that at this point, if you don't have your answer like locked and loaded, it's silly.
Yeah.
I know that Kristian texted us also about a story that he wanted us to talk about. I don't know if you saw this, but
I did. Yes.
Oh, What a bummer. This just keeps happening. I feel like every time that we go live, every morning I check in, there's somebody pictures in black and white, and another person has passed on. Robert Carradine, who I know from Lizzie McGuire, you probably more from the Revenge of the Nerds era, passed away at 71. What?
Wow.
Why
No, it's Revenge of the Nerds. That's what I know him as.
Yeah. So, yeah, he passed away. It's fucking sad. 71 is very young, especially in 2026.
Yeah, it's. I think of all these deaths that are happening, Robert Duvall is the only one. Like, yeah, that man had an incredible life at, I think, 98.
For sure.
Yeah, that's the way to go. Not 71.
This was the
fucking 53 with Eric Dane.
I know, that was so sad too. This was the statement that was given. It's with profound sadness we must share that our beloved father, grandfather, uncle, and brother Robert Carradine has passed away. This was provided to Deadline. In a world that can feel so dark, Bobby was always a beacon of light to everyone around him. We are bereft at the loss of his beautiful soul and want to acknowledge Bobby's vigilant struggle against his nearly 2-decade battle with bipolar disorder. We hope this journey can shine a light and encourage addressing the stigma that's attached to mental illness. At this time, we ask for privacy to grieve the unfathomable loss. With gratitude for your understanding and compassion. And then noted that, you guys can look into how he passed away, but
it's interesting that they said that they let you know what it was. A lot of times it's kind of like it doesn't come out for a while, and not that it's anyone's business. But
what I do think, am I frozen again or are you frozen?
No, you're moving.
No,
I see us
both. Okay, I see you back now. I think while of course I respect anybody's decision, any family's decision to not release the cause of death and to not say something immediately, I do think that the more we talk about obviously mental health struggles, and the more we talk about getting people help and how to get people help, and the disasters of not receiving help or how things can look, the less stigma there is on things, and the more beneficial it is for people who might be struggling in the same kind of way. So
yeah, I get you.
It's brave that they did come out and say that, and fucking horrible. I mean, just horrible. Here you see that and you're just like, I don't think that any way of death is necessarily sadder than another way. It's just all brutal. But you think about this and it's just like you ache for the family who must just be gutted, and he was in a lot of our homes for a really long time. So RIP to Robert Carradine, or as his family calls him, Bobby. All right, Queen of Transitions here. What would be the best? Transitioning to Penny Barber after that? No. Transitioning into more nerd stuff seems a little better. Let's check in with you guys. The update is that we have 20 super chats in right now. Actually, 19. 500 of you guys here, and with the option to possibly get your question read to Penny Barber on the table. So I feel like we should be annihilating Roka right now. Where your questions, comments, concerns, get them in. You know what? I think that. Do you think Luke will be mad if I switch over to TV time? Do you think we need to hit more topics before I go to TV time?
What you got on the list that we could go for?
All right, we could talk about the Warner Brothers Discovery.
I mean, is there anything more than it seems like Paramount are just children? What? You don't like my bid? I'm going to throw this money at it. But is it Sarandos, the Netflix guy, Ted?
Yeah.
He made a good point. He said a really good thing. He's basically saying, we're not going to throw money away at a dumb deal. Like they're not going to overpay for something. Basically,
the announcement
is what he
is
said.
That WB is officially reviewing. They've announced that they're reviewing the Sweetened bid for the company offered by Paramount Skydance.
I mean, didn't Ted and the guys at what's his name? Head of WB. Yeah, weren't they taking pictures walking the lot together?
Yeah, I don't know.
I kind of think that they would be like, hey man, what happened? We were done deal. What are you doing? Unless it's just you gotta do it for your investors, like, all right, we'll look at it. And
you ever feel like all the rich people are just laughing at us talking about these stories that they just make up?
I think that's the world. I think the rich people, I'm talking like the global elite. They're laughing at all of us.
All of us.
when we're going left versus right and this and that and sports, we're yelling at this and halftime Super Bowls, this and that. And I think they're all laughing at all of us.
Yeah. What do you think?
So.
How do you think this actually ends up shaking out? Do you think it ends up with Netflix?
This only one, like his comment about we're not going to just, we will walk away from a bad deal. Like he's not going to overpay, he said. And he said, we have a history of not overpaying. So that when he said that, I'm kind of like, oh, I don't want it to go to Paramount because of the political implications of what it's connected to. I don't. And I think they have covered their bases, Netflix, with look, we know we're not a theatrical thing. This will change if we get WB. We will honor this.
Right.
So I think that's the one big thing that everyone was worried about. I really hope it goes to Netflix. I mean, it's a lose-lose either way.
Really
I don't want WB to go anywhere. I want it to be its own thing. For whatever reason they need to sell, I just don't want it to go to Paramount. And I like Paramount as a studio. I mean, that's Mission Impossible, G.I. Joe, all that stuff. So I'm just like,
all right.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm with you. One more brief story before we get to my TV picks. I'm not even going to pull this up if you haven't heard of it, or I'll only pull it up if you haven't heard of this. Did you see about the BAFTA Awards issue?
I did. Yeah. I mean, I'm a little pissed off. Again, it's not my place to say anything. I'm seeing, well, hold on. Let's say this. The man has a condition. And if
let me actually pull up the story so we can tell people, just in case they somehow missed this yesterday. Let's see how Dark Horizons writes about this. Thank you to our man G-Man. Discussions about this year's BAFTA Film Awards ceremony has been dominated by an incident that made it into the broadcast. During the ceremony, sinners star Michael B. Jordan, Delroy Lindo were presenting an award when a racial slur was shouted at them from the audience. The pair carried on presenting. Lindo later telling Vanity Fair that they did what they had to do while presenting, but wished that someone from BAFTA spoke to us. The slur reportedly came from John Davidson, an activist suffering from Tourette syndrome, whose life is the subject of, quote, I swear, and quote, that's the name of the doc, the celebrated British film, which won several awards last night, including Best Actor Award. Oh, I guess it's a scripted series from Robert Ameo, who portrayed Davidson in the film. Tourette syndrome is famous for tics, sudden, involuntary, and repetitive movements or outbursts, which often manifest in inappropriate and loud swearing that the sufferer has no control over. Davidson was heard swearing several times during the ceremony. Davidson attended the ceremony in his capacity as an executive producer on the film, and host Alan Cumming interrupted his monologue several times during the show to remind viewers about the disability and apologize to anyone offended tonight. Attendees were informed prior to the ceremony that they might hear some involuntary noises or movements. Davidson left the auditorium shortly after the Lindo Jordan incident. Davidson has released a statement thanking BAFTA and everyone involved in the awards last night for their support and understanding. He says, I've spent my life trying to support and empower the Tourette's community and to teach empathy, kindness, and understanding from others, and I will continue to do so. I chose to leave the auditorium early into the ceremony as I was aware of the distress my tics was causing. I can only add that I am and always have been deeply mortified if anyone considers my involuntary tics to be intentional or to carry any meaning. His statement follows a formal apology from BAFTA to Jordan and Lindo, saying, our guests heard very offensive language that carries incomparable trauma and pain for so many. We want to acknowledge the harm this has caused, address what happened, and apologize to all. We'd like to thank Davidson for his dignity and consideration of others on what should have been a night of celebration for him. Okay, we can end that there. So those are facts. The BAFTA awards are taped 2 hours before they air. They had 2 hours to decide to edit this out. They did not edit this out. They kept it in the broadcast for some reason. I think that's where a lot of people are upset with BAFTA.
Well, I think it's in the middle of their speech. You really couldn't edit it. But the problem is, and you talk about editing, apparently there were several outbursts throughout the run that they edited out.
Right.
So a lot of people are like, oh, he just yelled the N-word once. No, he was consistently throughout the telecast. Here's what I have to say. Again, it's not no one cares. It's not my thing. If you've ever met anyone with Tourette's or seen, it is a disease that I wouldn't wish on anyone. Anyone.
My brother's best friend growing up had Tourette's.
I've been around people with it. It is. I cannot imagine as a human being to like And the
the
fact that I
medication
saw
for it is debilitating as well. Like
the amount of people on against social media, how does a white guy get to say this, and this? I'm like, do you understand what Tourette's is? Like, and he got up and walked out and presenting it. I guess it was with his film, like, and left because he knew, like, it's a terrible situation. And then everyone's like, well, he didn't apologize to Jordan and Delroy Lindo himself. And I'm just like, put some grace in your life to understand
and
what this guy deals with.
Yeah, and apologize for what? If you didn't do
like,
something
intentionally,
intentionally, how do you apologize?
Like, oh, that word's in his vocabulary. He just says, like, watch. I educate yourself on Tourette's. Educate yourself on Tourette's.
And
if
it's
you have a
not
problem with
words that are in your vocabulary.
Sucks.
Anything you've ever heard.
And this part of you, of course, your first reaction is you laugh at it because it is the people that have it. They laugh at it because it's they understand. It's like, sorry what I'm doing, and they just. I don't wish that on anyone. Yeah, it is awful.
Yeah, I just think that they could have done a much better job knowing that.
And I don't think anyone's asked Delroy Lindo or Michael B. Jordan about. And I think maybe at first they might have been thrown off because like, what the fuck? But then realized where it came from. Like, oh shit. Okay, that's
There's no way they're mad at him.
They can't be. They can't be. But then, like, I saw online, of course, and maybe he doesn't know the whole situation, but Jamie Foxx went off on him. I'm like, whoa, man, you're not coming off good in this, pal, because
Jamie Foxx went off on who?
The guy.
What did he do?
On social media. He's like just calling him out for it, what he did, and this and that. And it's just like, and so I saw everyone was like, why did they just not? He shouldn't have been invited if that's like, oh, so disabled people shouldn't be allowed to go to things because of their disabilities. Like, fuck you.
The thing is, like, if something is done unintentionally with no malice or hatred in your heart, how are we upset with that person? Like,
because it's the internet and everyone can be upset at everything and they're upset for other people. They're not even upset at themselves. It's just like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like it's not a good situation. It sucks, but
it's horrible. And like, if you know anybody with Tourette's, what you know is like if they're watching a TV show, so it could be something they've never thought about anybody in their life. And if they're watching a TV show, there might be a line in the TV show that's like, he dug a hole. And then for 4 weeks, 5,000 times, they'll, in the middle of a conversation, he dug a hole. He dug a hole. My brother's, this was a real story. My brother's best friend growing up, he had Tourette's. Love him. We're still very close with him to this day. And his tics were really, really bad. And we had, in their group of friends, one of their friends' dog passed away and the friend was devastated. I think the dog's name was like Molly or something. And for like 2 months, all the guy with Tourette's would say every day, Molly, 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 and just kept saying the dog's name. It was horrible. And everybody, and like, it was a nightmare, and everybody, and he felt horrible about it. And oftentimes also, you don't even know you're ticking. You don't even know you've just done something. So that was impressive to me that he even was aware that there had been an issue, because sometimes with your tics, they're so involuntary, you don't even know that you did it. So it's not like when people are saying, but it's a thought that he had and then he verbalized it. That's not what it is. It could have happened if anybody was on stage. It could have happened if nobody was on stage. So that's just not how Tourette's works, and the lack of education around Tourette's. I do hope if there's one good thing that can come out of this, it's that people do educate themselves on Tourette's syndrome, so that people are not saying that this man should have apologized for something that he had zero control over. Yeah. Like, you wouldn't ask somebody who was on chemo to apologize for vomiting. So you can't.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Yeah.
He didn't do anything. So I thought that the whole thing, but I do think that people can hold BAFTA accountable. You have 2 hours to do something, whether bleep, throw a bleep in there, throw a bleep, over, like what?
A bleep.
Yeah. And then that's all that it is. Like, why you guys let that air, I think, is so wildly inappropriate, but not the man,
it's not his
organization. Like, what? All right. Should we get to a little bit of TV time?
Shoot, go for it.
All right. Going in with 23 questions at this point. Keep asking them. Anything for Penny Barber that you want us to potentially ask, plus anything you want Mikey and I to cover. We're looking to get to 100 to beat Roca. So
at least.
Yeah, we got a little bit of ways to go. Let me tell you about a little bit of television from this week, Mikey. I'm gonna keep you up here with me in case any of these are relevant to you. I only see 4 of the ones I sent in, Luke, but we'll start with these 4 as you review. Have you heard about this reality check Inside America's Next Top Model?
Is that yeah? Shannon watched that. I was like, yay.
Oh,
like,
yeah, is right.
Even what's her name, Tyra Banks.
Yeah.
Even her wanting her like these apologies she was doing was like, you come off a little insincere, woman. None of hers seemed sincere.
A lot of people had that takeaway from this, Mikey, thinking she was super duper fake, and I think it's a fair takeaway. It wasn't my takeaway.
Okay.
My takeaway was, oh my God, society. Like, I watched this show. Everybody I knew watched the show, and we were all like part of the problem.
I guess maybe because I don't watch the show and I have that other side. I watched like the gay guy with the blonde hair, like they're a little fat. I'm like, you knew back then what you were doing, like making fun of some girls, talking about a girl's weight and her gap tooth and all, like the gap. I was like, you guys are shitty human fucking beings, and they come off with this like, and then the photographer tried to play it off like, oh, it's wrong what we did. It's like, you knew what you were doing then.
I guess, but like
shitty human beings, man.
No, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. The thing is, though, it's not one person. Like, when everybody's takeaway of this is like, fuck Tyra, I was like, I mean,
definitely it's everyone.
Fuck Les Moonves, first and foremost. Who was
that one girl where they were doing the photo shoot and the guys are groping her and she's like, I don't feel comfortable.
That was horrible. It was horrible.
Like, you need to keep going. Like, fucking hell.
But I do feel like because Tyra's the face, everybody's like, fuck Tyra. And it's like, it was Tyra. It was Janice Dickinson. It was both the Jays at times. It was definitely the producers who get to remain faceless.
There was no safeguard in that show.
And it was us. And it was me at home giving viewership to things that are awful. Like, I want to hold myself and people accountable for watching television where when reality TV first came out, and we've got the American Idols of the world where Simon is destroying people's lives. You go on stage and Simon is meant to be there to destroy people's lives. You got Paula and Randy who are sweeter and Simon who shreds you. We've got this show where they bring in Janice Dickinson to literally call every single person fat and shred them like limb from limb. Every reality show had this. And that was because this is what the viewers were looking for. That's what we wanted. Like, see, which I think is just gross. And now I hate watching shows like that now.
I appreciate, like you said,
I was a kid.
I've never been. No, I know, but I remember when Survivor came out, and I remember as an actor, I was like, this feels like the end of acting because of reality. Like, it was before reality what it was. I don't watch reality shows. I'm not into them because like everyone's Love is Blind. Like, it's going to come a day one of these people is going to kill themselves because of the backlash for what they did on these shows. And we are responsible for that because we can't stop watching it. It's
think about like Biggest Loser and Jillian Michaels.
I'm not a fan of reality. I've never been a fan of reality show. I can't get into them. I can't, because like you said, Rox, it's the people involved, money and the people watching it and the more and this and that. And I'm like, a reality show that I love to watch, if I do watch one, Shark Tank. That's my reality show. That's my reality show. If I had to watch one, it's Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Like, I love that because it's good people wanting to do good in the world. And, you know,
it was an interesting 3-part watch, though, if anybody is looking into it.
Was fascinating. I got hooked into it. I didn't want to watch it, but Shannon was watching it.
You mentioned Love is Blind.
This fucking show. My girlfriend, I don't watch it. My girlfriend does, so it's on. And every now and then I'll hear something fucking stupid. I'll pop in and go, what the fuck?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
The best thing that could ever happen to a man in a relationship,
oh God,
is that his girlfriend watches Love is Blind.
Because you realize what an awesome man you have.
Nothing will make Shannon appreciate you like watching Love is Blind. I think that this show, literally, like, I was having a little bit of qualms with my man, whatever. I watched this. I'm like, he's perfect.
You know, it's funny you say that because it's the little things. Like, Shannon posted a video of us and skiing and stuff. And there's a video of me. I'm behind her, kind of coaching her the whole way down. And some of her girlfriends were like, that is the sweetest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. he's like these dad vibes with you. And she's like, I know, it made me happy. And it's just little things.
And she's like, thank God he's not Alex or Chris.
Yeah. She's like, this fucking guy. And I'm like, they're out there.
I mean, like, Chris straight up calling
is that the guy says like, is that the one who's like, I like girls who work out?
Work out.
Fuck.
And I'm not attracted to your body.
Oh my God.
Insane. And Alex. Oh, you didn't hear the period?
Which one's he?
Did you hear the soccer player? Did you hear the period conversation?
No.
Okay. This is amazing, guys.
Oh,
Alex, grown-ass man, was supposed to be a professional soccer player, had 4 surgeries. Now he's a coach. He is an attractive dude, and he's with a girl who's super attractive too, hot blonde girl.
Okay.
He has out loud stated multiple times his type is not hot blonde girls. He likes dark features. So she feels really bad about herself. When they're in Mexico, they're boning. They get back to Mexico.
Hold on. Did he know she was blonde when when they were in the pods?
No.
Why did she tell him?
They don't tell each other. You're not supposed to tell each other anything about your looks. But,
okay.
So then they come out.
And they're boning in Mexico?
Blonde, but he's like, okay, she's super hot, even though she's not necessarily who I'd normally go after. They're boning. Then they get back to the real world where they move in together on a trial. And she's like, it's been like a week and they hadn't had sex. And she's like begging him to have sex with her. She's like, what's happening? Like, I want to have sex. Like, I'm sexually frustrated. Why won't you have sex with me? And he was like, I can't touch you when you're on your period. And she was like, well, that was a week ago. And he was like, how am I supposed to know how long a period is? And she was like, well, I'm just even saying like physical touch, like my shoulder or something. He's like, I don't want to touch you when you're on your period. I don't want to touch your shoulder. Like literally
How old is he?
30 something.
Oh,
like doesn't want to physically touch her. And he's like, you're trying to get me to knock you up. And I know that you're trying to have sex with me when you're on your period so that you can get pregnant. And she's like, well, that's actually not how it works. That's like not when you're ovulating. And also, no, I'm not. I'm just saying like a little kiss would be nice. Like the whole week she was on her period, he wouldn't kiss her. He wouldn't touch her shoulder. Like no, nothing. And then like blamed it on her. It was the weirdest shit that I've ever heard in my life. Anyway, that's what happened there.
So I should be glad that Shannon watches that show.
Yeah, you should be stoked. It makes you look like a prince. Paradise is back for season 2. There's 3 episodes that have been out. I watched 2 of them. It's amazing. The first episode back really throws you into a different, like what's been happening outside of the bunker. This show's so good. I'll talk about it again next week. So catch up in the meantime because prestige drama. Shailene Woodley joins the cast this season. Sterling K. Brown's always amazing in it. Really, really good. Kristian told me to watch the show because he said his wife was watching the show. It's called Steel. It's 6 episodes. I'm 5 episodes deep. It's okay. This is
Is it about someone that steals something?
Sophie Turner show. It is a corporate show about these people that come in and steal from a bank a lot of people's pensions. They steal billions of dollars.
Miss TV time. Have you noticed
the one word I know you love?
We've talked about this, but it just seems like a mandate in studios. Like, guys, simple. What's the story about? That's the title. We got to hook people in 10 seconds. It's stick, steal, hunt, fuck, bug, jump, run, tackle, bone.
Yeah. It's Sophie Turner's very good in this. It also has Andrew Koji in it, which is like I was surprised because he came in the middle of the show.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah, me too. The performers are all really good. The dialogue's a little bit forced and it's all shaky cam. I'm gonna finish it. This is one of those shows that I made my man watch with me, and he's like, I'm looking forward to the show being done so we can be done with it. And I'm like, yes, it's good, but it's not great. But it's solid. If you're looking for just like a solid heist type show, it's good enough. But I wouldn't recommend this to anybody who watches less than 50 shows a year.
That's a lot of TV, Rox.
So that's my truth on that. There's no, I don't know why Luke didn't add this one, but the finale of House of the Night of the Seven Kingdoms, House of the Seven Kingdoms, Night of the Seven Kingdoms aired. I like the finale. Love the season. These 6 episodes are great. Mike, I think you could just watch this without watching Game of Thrones.
That's what people tell me, so I think I will.
It was really
I'm
good.
gonna finish up The Pit, and I will check that out.
The Pit is so good right now.
Fuck.
The Pit is so good right now.
That when they did the shutdown, I was like, I love that show. I love Langdon. I love Langdon.
I do too. I love that show. But let me ask you this. All right, let's get into The Pit for a second.
Okay.
The doctor who
Nishimi, the new girl, the new attorney.
No, the short. Nope.
Okay.
The short brown hair girl who gave up the guy Langdon for the drugs.
Santos.
Santos.
Yeah.
Do you like her or dislike her?
She's that hard to love character.
I love her. I didn't know that until I was talking to Steph, and Steph was talking to our other friend Jess, and they're like, "Oh my god, we can't." And obviously, they think the actress has been doing an amazing job. They're like, "Oh, that character sucks," and I'm like, "Wait, I didn't know people thought that." I love her.
She's just rough around the edges because she doesn't like to be bothered by other people. She feels like, but she's the one last season that did that weird surgery something, and then the one doctor's who's Sean, is it Hatsoy? I don't know his name. He's the guy. He was in the police outfit, the SWAT gear.
Okay.
He came I love him, and he said, "Look, you do that again, you'll lose your job." But that's pretty badass.
That's pretty badass. Yeah.
She's just awesome. She will be a great doctor, but she doesn't have the side of a doctor you need to have where you love your patients and you're good with them.
No, her bedside manner isn't great.
It's
but
terrible.
As a character, I really love her.
There's not a single character on that show that I do not like.
No, me too.
Not a single character that, even the shitty characters, I love them. They're good because they have such a good dynamic. But
I'm super with you. I want to update you guys because Kristian had said he might potentially be able to join the show, but now he said he can't, and he just said
he doesn't need to join us. We're doing fine.
Wait, Kristian, I guess, is watching. Oh, I thought he recommended Steel to me and said his wife loved it. He said, I just asked if you did watch it. We bailed 30 minutes into episode 1. Oh my God, Kristian.
And now you're whoops.
You gotta be clearer, or I gotta listen better. Kristian said, I'm going to give you guys this update. He said he had a call. It went great. He's so excited to share with the audience what we discussed today when he can. You guys will be thrilled. That's what it is.
So
I'm assuming it has to do with the show of his that I'm in.
I would think so.
That one was for you, Kristian. Just keep digging in there. All right, let's get to these chats. And let's impress Kristian Harloff with what we're able to do in this last 45 minutes of the show, because you guys know you have the opportunity to potentially ask a question that we asked to Penny Barber. So send those in the super chat. Send in whatever you want from me and Mikey. Here we go. Starting with Michael D881. Have any of you checked out the new A24 trailer for Backrooms? Never seen the original YouTube video. Crazy that the director is only 20 years old. I have no idea what any part of the sentence
I think
is about.
something just dropped today about that. I saw A24 in a headline. I think I was reading on Dark Horizons. I didn't check it out. I didn't watch it.
I don't know what you mean. Let's see. Backrooms movie. It's a horror sci-fi 2026. It's directed by Kane Parsons, based on a viral YouTube series. No, I don't know. I didn't see that, and I don't know anything about it, but now it will be on my radar, and I'd be happy to take a look. Thanks for letting us know, Michael. Mike Joyce says, how are you going to approach the Penny Barber interview? Are you going to talk to her as if she's a weirdo or someone with a unique job? Well, I don't think she's a weirdo at all.
I don't think to me, honestly, what I'm hoping out of this and in the future, if we get more adult actresses or actors on there, I want to.
Oh, that's another way to call them, adult actor, right? Not mattress actor, adult actress.
Like adult content. I want to break the stigma of what it is. I think too many people watch porn but don't talk about it, or if they think there's a negative stigma about it, or it's dirty, or it's. I think I would love to break that stigma of that, and I think just treat her like she's a sex worker, and I think she would. I can't assume she'll call herself that, but I think that's what they refer to themselves
I
as sex
definitely
workers.
think we're going to treat this as somebody with a unique job on account of the fact that I couldn't possibly treat it like she was a weirdo because I don't think that. So, and I know that Kristian and Mike don't either. I think that we're going to approach what I'm planning on doing tonight is what I do for every interview with every person I interview, which is do my research on her. I want to know about her upbringing. I want to know where she has her content, what she puts out, what she's known for. I want to know about her past relationships with people, currently what she is motivated to do, what her aspirations are. I'm going to research her like I would research any guest. Minus, I suppose that I'm not going to research a lot of guests. I'll like watch a lot of their filmography. I'm probably not going to do that.
Well, you could do that. You could.
I could,
but sure. I got us covered. I got us covered on
my questions. Yeah,
I've got us covered on that side. I got it. Yeah. We won't come in blindsided. I got us covered on the content.
Steve Scuba I9N having a hard time reading today, Mike. Hey, Mikey, search Tessa Thomas and Fabi Soul for your hall pass. Also Willow Ryder, but I'd be amazed if you haven't heard of her.
I know Willow Ryder.
Why don't you take a screenshot of this, Mike?
Well, let me look it up right now. Hold on. I'll take a screenshot. Yeah, hold on.
Good. Everybody wait. Yep.
Okay, I got it. I'll check them out.
Thanks, Steve Scuba.
Always looking out. Good looking out.
Andy Safransky 6854. I was outside at 8 a.m. and still not done shoveling. Oh my God.
Whoops.
Move to LA. Go, pal. Roxy, did you see 56 Days? No, I haven't seen it. Is it good? I need another TV show to start tonight because I will be done with Steel. So is it good? I really like Duff Cameron. Let me know. Kristian Unpronounceable. Question for Penny. All right, so we have to put this one in contention. Were you ever starstruck by meeting someone from the industry? I like that question.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, I'd like to know that too.
Mike Joyce. Mike, you get some lively debates on Twitter.
That I do.
You ever bring that same energy to YouTube? There are plenty of hate mongers here who go after people you know that I think you'd have a lot of fun going after.
I don't, because I don't have a YouTube channel. I mean, I do, but it's not a channel like what Roxy has. Yeah, I don't think that would be probably good, because if I like had a show and I would rant, then that's out there forever. And again, my tweets are out there forever, but yeah.
Okay. Michael D.A81, question for Penny. What interests do you pursue outside of work? Are you a movie or music buff? Do you keep up with the news in the entertainment industry? Yeah, I'm curious about that too. Especially because like, I wonder if the reason I wanted to get into the entertainment industry is I was a diehard fan of the entertainment industry. I wonder if if there's anything she's a diehard fan of and if she thought about pivoting at any point or whatever.
Yeah.
Johnny Patrizia, 9798. I'd be keen for a Flash Thompson Venom showing up. Showing up where?
Maybe just in this new reboot.
Okay. Cool. Keep sending them in, guys. Red carpet talk. Funny question. A penny for your thoughts. I like that. And serious question. What genres, fandoms, or hobbies interest her? Yeah, so a couple of you guys have this question. That's interesting. Side note, I know 6 workers in real life. I love you taking the time to treat her as human. Yeah, for sure. I think we're going to treat her as a human because she is a human.
I know what he said. I know what you're saying.
No, Sam, I know exactly what you're saying, babe. I agree. I just think it's so interesting that people like that's even a question. Like some of the people interviewing people that are just such trash bags. It's like that's so weird. Like this is a human being. Mike Joyce for Penny. How do you feel about other stars in your industry making AI bots of themselves to sell to fans? Is that something you would do?
Oh, Mike, that's one of the questions I want to ask, because there is this whole, these girls are taking their images and licensing them to AI bots where it's like AI version of Penny Barber where you could do whatever you want with it. I want that. So that's definitely going to get asked, because that was a question I have.
Like, I don't think I would pay for that.
I have not done that, but I get.
Would you be interested?
I don't know. I'm just like, there's the whole AI, seeing what AI is doing with like Iron Man, and imagine what that would do with porn stars. And the porn stars are trying to get ahead of it by like, you can license my image. They don't have to film anything. It's just the AI doing it. I'm dying to ask her that, Mike. That's a great question. So I'm 100% sure that thing will get asked.
Johnny Patrizia, 9798, drinking a Biscoff shake. Try one if you haven't. We've lost Mikey to Biscoff. Okay. I'm sure he's gonna. What do you got?
Biscoff.
But
Let me tell you something.
What's a Biscoff shake?
You make it, you probably crunch them up and put it in there. Maybe use Biscoff butter, which they have Biscoff butter.
All right.
Let me tell you something. My agent, like, we have such a good relationship. Every now and then she'll be like, hey, Mike, go to your doorstep. There's a little gift package for you. And it'll be like 5 of these wrapped in like a little gift bag.
That's so great.
Her husband works at WB and he'll drive by and drop me off Biscoff.
That's so nice.
Love Biscoff.
Oh my God. So nice.
My agent's the best.
Seattle KO, Tom Pelfrey from Task for Wolverine.
You know him, right? I think you like him. You talk about him.
I don't know him personally.
But
really
you know his work.
Love his work.
You talked about him one day.
I could see him as Wolverine. I could see that.
We talk about this, but I really think Hugh Jackman doesn't have any idea of leaving it anytime soon. I don't think he's
totally. Go Pal, Radcliffe had a good quote about letting the new Harry Potter actors do their own thing and not comparing them to the originals too much. Yeah, I'm sure that Radcliffe is going to try to help. I mean, especially because these are kids.
Yeah, and he knows what they're going through.
Yeah. Mike Joyce, happy 2-year anniversary to Glasgow Willy Wonka Expo.
Oh, I know you're talking about. It was that.
Oh yeah, that
with,
thing.
like that
was 2 years ago.
Oh, that poor girl. That poor girl.
Wait, the poor girl. It was all the pictures of the whole experience.
It was the girl, but she was like the Oompa Loompa, and she had like a table with little candy set up, and she's just like, yeah.
That was so crazy. Go Pal. We're not talking about Swordfish actor Hugh Jackman, but fair point regarding Wolverine. I think it's because Hugh was an adult when he started. Maybe.
Yeah.
Kenya King, Zac Efron should be the new Wolverine, short and jacked. I just think
That's
of him
not a bad
as
choice.
I think of him as pretty boy, but I do hear you. He is short and jacked.
Yeah.
Mike Joyce, 4 years strong. Slava Ukraini.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
Ukraine.
Gregory Dopeshire. Hi, Penny. Hi, crew. Is there an adult parody you haven't done that you would love to be in? And the role, do you direct, Penny? Thank you. Nice day.
Good question.
So, like, what could be an example of an adult parody that you would love
They
to
did Batman vs Superman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. iGeekness. What are the odds that Daniel Radcliffe is just lying about Wolverine? We know Marvel actors lie, right? Andrew Garfield. I don't think he's lying about.
I think 100% he's not lying.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'll bet that Feige has talked to him. I would bet he's been
he's lying about that when he says nobody of any power has ever.
I don't. Well, maybe not. I forgot about that quote. Someone like Daniel Radcliffe, you don't not talk to. He's an interesting actor that makes great choices. That's incredibly talented. Like you don't not talk to someone like that. But I don't know. I could be wrong.
Future. How do you read this? Future.
You having a stroke?
Geist mention. Oh, I don't know. You try to read this name.
Let me get my glasses here. Hold on.
Future Geist Dimension.
Future Zeitgeist Dimension.
Future Zeitgeist Dimension.
There you go.
I couldn't get Zeitgeist in the middle of it.
I got you.
Thank you. Yes, he should have apologized directly to them. A formal apology they deserve. Per example, if you walked and you bumped into somebody, you don't apologize. And
that's not the same thing.
That's crazy.
You don't bump into someone with a disability if you like.
That'd be like saying it's
Roxy. Your analogy you said. I forgot what you said about.
Yeah, if you're on chemo and you puke at a show, you don't apologize.
Now here's the thing: if I was on chemo and I threw up right then and someone was like, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like right there in the moment.
For
I'd be
sure,
like,
but he
I'm so
couldn't
sorry.
keep talking. It's not
right.
like
He had to get out of there.
and also, I don't even know that he knows what he did at that moment.
He might not even know what happened.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I so disagree. I mean, he didn't do anything. So, but I do think
he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything. He did something, but he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. The Richards Art became a YouTube member. That's awesome. Thank you. Okay, another question for Penny. Loving these questions for Penny. Gregory, Penny, what is your personal favorite movie? Oh, okay.
Great.
Nice question. Eclipse, if someone steps on your foot accidentally and without malice, wouldn't you expect an apology? Asking him to apologize for the possible offense is not the same as him apologizing for having Tourette's. No, I don't think it's the same as somebody stepping on your foot. It's somebody who has an illness. So that would be like saying if somebody was in a wheelchair and because they didn't step on anybody's foot. They didn't hurt anybody. Like if somebody's in a wheelchair and wheeled by you quickly and it's wind blew, like
someone tried to equate it to the Will Smith slap. And I'm like,
different.
That is the stupidest fucking analogy. He willfully went up on stage, knew what he was doing, and smacked a human being with physical violence.
And he did.
This man was in the back of a theater talking to him, like yelling shit that he can't control.
He said he left. Sorry anybody would ever think that they would say that intentionally. Like he
got up and walked away. Like he knew what he did. He's like, I got to get out of here. This is too much, and left.
Like asking somebody who has a disease to apologize for any part of having that disease is just not something I would ever feel comfortable with. If it was something he wanted to apologize for, but I would feel so bad about that. He didn't do it.
I know this is not going to be the same example. If let's say Roxy, you and I are on stage and someone yelled fucking white cracker.
Well, I was thinking if somebody yelled
again, I know the words are not the same. I know that, but I would have been like,
if somebody yelled a Jewish slur at me, right?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
A word at me. And they had Tourette's, I would never feel comfortable with an apology. I would say nothing to apologize for.
My first reaction might have been like,
if I didn't know they had Tourette's, I would be like, what the fuck? And then when I found out, I'd be like, oh, no problem. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's how you would be. Like you would.
I wouldn't feel comfortable with
show grace
apology about that because you have nothing to apologize for. That sucks for you. I feel I want to apologize to you as much as you want to apologize to me. That sucks. That sucks.
Tourette's
that's just how I feel
awful.
about it.
I can't. Yeah, that's it sucks. It sucks.
But I do think that BAFTA should have apologized. There was no need for that to air.
Right. Yeah. That was.
Okay. Let's see. But that's my opinion. Eclipse, happy to hear yours. The Shay Markel, thanks for mentioning industry. I've binged the whole show. It's full of garbage people and love it. The young guy is the only decent person. Yeah, I like that show a lot too. And there's so much sex in it, which is a lot of fun.
Oh boy.
Jay Morgan, binged Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Holy shit. Loved it. Never seen Game of Thrones and don't really want to, but I love a good night story. Oh, that's good for you, Mike.
That's a little thing for me then. All right, man. Good.
That's very cool.
Is that on Amazon? HBO?
HBO. Yeah. Mike Joyce, not enough Fiona Dourif in the pit this season. I feel like she's being.
I don't think I've noticed this about every episode. Certain characters are pushed to the back,
right?
But
there's a lot of characters.
There's a lot of characters, and it's the day of in a day in the life. So if they're not a lot in one episode, the next episode they're in everything. So I think they do a real good job of balancing people.
Jared says Chris Pine should show up and play Dr. Langdon's brother. Why do you think they look like?
I could see it a little bit.
I like Chris Pine. Gregory Dopecher, you have a TV show that moves you to feels, Penny. All right. So you guys want to know a lot of her hobbies, her favorite stuff. Maybe we can do a section on that. Big Ban GOT4. Should Star Wars have a big time jump for the new trilogy? Mikey, this is for you.
First of all, I don't think you should do a new trilogy. I think Star Wars needs to get out of that. Everything needs to be a trilogy. Just do one great film. I think Starfighter might be the template for that, since I don't think there's anything planned after it. Just make a great film.
Okay. The Richards Art Penny question. Considering your current profession, do you find yourself looking at mainstream films and romantic scenes differently? Any you like / appreciate? I am curious because, like, now that we are required intimacy coordinators and all of that stuff, like, does she watch mainstream romantic scenes and think like it's not as well done? Or
Right. Yeah.
Interesting question. JC, check out Adult Star is Honey Gold, my favorite. Do you know who that is?
I do. She's I believe African-American with short hair. She's cute.
Okay. Henrik Moeller became a YouTube member. Hell yeah. Let's go. Keep sending them in, guys. Possible questions for Penny or anything else. Gregory says, Penny, do you watch WWE? Favorite wrestler? Mine is Lola Vice, Thea Hale, Undertaker, CM Punk. If so, what's your favorite finisher move? Love you, Penny. Okay, yeah, you guys want to know her hobbies. You guys want to know.
They want to get to know her as a person. I think that's fantastic.
I love that. I wonder if Penny watches.
These are great questions, guys.
Yeah, great job with these. Go, pal. I'm only 3-ish episodes into 56 days, but I like it. Okay, maybe it's worth checking out. Anybody else, let me know. He also said, note, skip the season on 56 days at the end of episode 1. I'll skip the season on why I did it give too many spoilers. I hate when they do that.
Whoops.
I don't like when they do that. Johnny Patricia, is there a Spider-Man character yet to be in a movie that you would like to see? I would like to see the Smith family and the Spider Slayers.
Great picture, Johnny.
Oh my
for
God,
me,
amazing.
He was in Kraven, but I've always loved Chameleon, Hobgoblin, Hydro Man. Yeah.
In what movie, though?
What I like to, I want, from what I'm hearing about Brand New Day, they're doing a lot with his villains. Like, there's supposed to be a montage at the beginning of him fighting a bunch of different villains, so that's exciting. I want the Peter Parker, Tom Holland to be the main universe, and that's it. And anytime there's villains, they pop up in that film. Yeah.
All right, this is our last question that we have right now. So keep sending
it
in, guys. Yeah, we're at 40.
We're getting 100.
I don't know.
What is he doing?
And we're asking questions for Penny and all this stuff too. So we need to keep bringing them in. If you guys want us to stay here for the rest of the hour, Mike Joyce says, Despierta, que no ves la propaganda. Do you know what this is from, Mikey?
Nope.
This is
Sounds like Pitbull lyrics.
Darina Ariano's first single that she released. And this is lyrics from her song. Her song is excellent. I highly recommend you guys go check it out. So Proud of D. I don't know if you knew this, Mikey, but when the World Girls were separating, when Dee was leaving the World Girls, the main reason was she really wanted to focus on her music. She's always wanted to be a musician. That's her dream. And she wrote a beautiful song about the current state of the world, more so the state of this country. And it's a banger. And of course it is. She's musically gifted. So you can download it anywhere. It's really, really good. So I highly recommend it. I went and downloaded it on like 10 different platforms to support. Go D. Way to go. Okay. Future zeitgeist dimension. Now that I know how to say it. If somebody in the wheelchair ran over your foot, they're disabled, you wouldn't want to apology and racial slurs hurt, even done on accident. Apologizing to the actor's common courtesy. I just don't think, I just disagree. It's not, they didn't do it. Like they couldn't help it. Somebody who is in a wheelchair can help running over your foot. It's not the same as running over your foot. Somebody with Tourette's, there is zero world in which they couldn't do that. There's no world in which they could not say it. So therefore, it's not. It's not an accident that they did. It's a disease.
Here's another thing I think, which people are forgetting, is that he was vocal throughout the entire show.
Right.
I'm sure there were. That's what I'm saying. Was he supposed to apologize to everyone? And then if he apologizes to Michael B. Jordan and them, is it just because of the racial slur? I think his thing came out saying, please, I didn't mean for this. I apologize. He just was it a blanket apology? Probably, but
just think about how many times a day
this was going on throughout the day. And is he supposed to find out every person?
Apologize in his life every time, and he's not doing it. It's not a real apology to me if you're apologizing for something that there's not one thing in the world you could have done differently about. Like, he cannot do something different about it.
If it's like you kind of you're expecting him to walk around with a disclaimer like, hey, I apologize in advance for anything that comes out of my mouth when you're in the room with me. It's not life. You can't do that. It is just all that you can do is educate people on what Tourette's is and be understanding like, oh, this person has Tourette's. That's what's going on. Cool.
I'm just trying to picture like being this person who has done this 5,000 times in their life. And every time, like,
I can't imagine living with this. I cannot
imagine it. So I just think we have to have empathy for each other. And the only way I can put myself in their position is thinking about a Jewish slur. And, you know, there's a pretty fucking horrible Jewish slur. And if somebody with Tourette's shouted it at me, I would not want them to apologize or feel the need to apologize. I would feel horrible for them. And I would say, you didn't do this. Your disease did this. You didn't do this.
I think it's like funny that Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo, they're not saying anything because they probably understand. It's all these people outraged for them. Like, it's like, I think they were probably in the audience seeing what was happening throughout the show. They said they gave that, not a warning, but like, hey, this may happen. They said that.
And he did. He said, I'm so sorry. Anybody who would think that this would be something I felt like, it's just, you didn't even like the way he apologized.
You didn't like his apology.
Man. And like, he's there for an entire movie about what he has. I think as a society, we need to apologize to him. And don't get me wrong, I feel fucking awful for Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo too. That sucks. They're on stage. They're giving this speech. It's a big moment for them too. Sucks for everybody involved. The only people I think owe an apology is BAFTA, because you guys should have fucking bleeped it.
It sucks. The fact is, Delroy Lindo, because you've ever seen that clip that's viral about he's on a news show and the guy's sitting there saying like, well, everyone says the word. Why is it that? And Michael Delroy Lindo goes, well, say it. He goes, I can't. He's like, sure you can. Say it right now. It's a famous viral clip on a news show about that.
I think I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. So the fact that it's Delroy Lindo, it's just like, but
yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's my personal take on it. I understand totally where other people are coming, especially people who are less educated about Tourette's. I just think as somebody who grew up close with somebody with Tourette's, and I had to see, he would have spent 23 hours a day apologizing if everything he said, like,
I know,
it just sucks. Fucking horrible. So it feels so bad for everybody involved except for BAFTA. Why'd you guys do that? That is so unnecessary. Okay. Let me go to the comments. Here we go. They're starting to roll through. Trey Porter, me personally, I'm not going to give Jamie Foxx flack about his response because I know he saw the clip and was like, what the fuck is this? Especially with Michael B. Jordan and Delroy on stage. So he was riding for them. But I don't know. The whole situation is complicated.
Yeah, I'm sure Jamie Foxx, once it all came out, was probably like, oh shit. Whoops.
I didn't see any of that.
Yeah, he kind of went kind of hard at the guy.
Mike Joy says, Mike, did you notice Michael D's new avatar? I don't know where it is.
Oh God, I'm sure it'll pop up. I'm sure it's me doing something stupid.
Okay. Jared, J8846 for a question for Penny. Were there any persons you wanted to work with right away when you first got into the industry? Did you have to wait till you built your resume to get to work with the people you wanted? Yeah, I wonder what is the trajectory to enter? Like, is it very difficult to be with the people you want to be with? Whoa, buddy. Go, pal. Doing an Excalibur rewatch, the 4K coming today.
Nice.
Cool. I've never seen it. Michael. Okay. This is his. Oh, I see what is that.
I've seen that. Harloff said that one to me.
Question for Penny. Favorite collab in your work? Do you have any guesses about her favorite collab?
I don't. I'm trying to think of people that I know she's done multiple scenes with, and I can't think of one. No, I can't think of one.
Cool. Jared, Heated Rivalry star Hudson Williams has been given the seal of approval from Nightwing Year One comic book co-writer Scott Beatty. Yeah, I saw this. I think Hudson Williams would make a really good Nightwing. This was directed at James Gunn. Like, hey, you have my permission to adapt this, and here's who I think should play him. Do I think it will happen? Maybe not, but I could see it. And then Hudson had that side by side. Yeah, he's really good. So I mean, it's hard because we've only seen him in one. I've only seen him in one role at this point.
Yeah.
But so far, he's bodied that role. So you can get with this, or you can get with that. Hi, guys. About BAFTA, I respectfully disagree with Mike's premise that he didn't do anything wrong. He did something wrong. However, he did it unintentionally and without control. It's not his fault. I think Mike literally said exactly that. Obviously, neither Mike nor I is saying that a racial slur being shouted isn't wrong. That sucks. I just don't know that you can call what he did wrong because he didn't do it. The disease did it. Like,
yeah, I can't.
We're having the same conversation over and over again, and I get where you're coming from. Totally, I get where everybody's coming from. I think that
I get it.
Apologies should be reserved for people who really mean them because there's something they could have done differently. That's how I usually take apologies. But everybody feels differently, and that's totally fine. Alex says, just me, or do you get absolutely enraged when you're trying to watch the credits on Netflix and it keeps taking you to a new screen to watch something else? I fucking hate that, Alex.
You have to click to the little thing to keep watching, right? Yeah, it's frustrating.
Especially when you there's maybe a post-credit thing, like on some of the Marvel stuff or whatever. I fucking hate that. And a lot of times I want to see the credits too. I hate that, Alex. I'm not enraged, but I fucking pissed. Johnny Patricia, another news. Thanks for the show today, guys. Who do you follow your sports teams? Was it family influence or did you find them on your own? I'm a Boston girl, so I follow all Boston sports.
And I know this is going to shock you all, but I don't follow sports at all. I don't watch sports. You could name one team, any sport, and I wouldn't be able to tell you a single player on that team. Yeah. Sorry. I'm Bills Mafia, though, by default because of my family. They're Bills fans.
You can get with this or you can get with that. However, as a black man, what he said was hurtful. Absolutely. What was said was hurtful and stuff we have to go through far too often. He could have apologized to them privately for being called the N-word in front of the world, Mike and Delroy. Again, your opinion, and I hear you.
I can't comment on this but like Roxy with the Jewish comment, that's much more something you deal with every day. And your reaction was, I don't care because it didn't bother me. And I understand where it's coming from. If a regular person that doesn't have a disability stands up and yells a Jewish slur or that word, then that's that's a completely different. Throw the guy out, throw him on his ass and humiliate him.
I just think
but he has a disability.
Where's the empathy? Where's the empathy for this man who has Tourette's?
Look at it this way. Roxy, you're actresses. Imagine having this disease and trying to be an actor. Imagine this guy with what he does in life, going through life. So I just think hey, I got called this word. That guy's life, what he deals with. I'm a movie star and he's dealing with this wherever he goes. He's got to shout whatever comes out of his mouth and he can't control it. I'm sorry. Hey man, no hard feelings. No hard feelings, buddy. Cool. We're cool. And that's it.
It's an unfortunate situation, of course. But yeah, I think that everybody looks at things from their own perspective, right? And I understand, of course, there's a lot of people in the chat who are like, these white people don't understand. And no, I'll never understand being called the N-word. Of course not. And that's why I've said 1,000 times, everybody's entitled to their opinion. All I can do is relate it to my own experiences, as I'm called the K-word all the fucking time. It happens to me legitimately all of the time, and especially in the last 5 years. And if I was on stage, I just know it. I know that if somebody with Tourette's, I would not want an apology. Because I don't think, for me personally, I don't think that's what an apology is. I think an apology is when you did something that you shouldn't have done, or you could have done differently, or that you really regret doing. And I don't think that this person can really feel that way. They have a disease. So that's just my personal thoughts on this. Doesn't mean that I don't feel bad, as I said, for Michael and Delroy Lindo. But I think that there's one apology that's owed, and it's for airing this unnecessarily. None of us would even fucking know about that. It shouldn't have been publicized.
Now, Roxy, let me ask you this. And I see, again, this is all through the lens of social media and what I see. And there's a lot of people saying, we're like, well, why are you getting offended? He has a disability, but the word is thrown around quite flippantly between everyone on that side. Do you and your Jewish friends call each other the K word?
No, never. We've tried to completely.
So I see the side of that. Like, why is he doesn't need to apologize. It's a word that's thrown out in songs and music and movies. It's a way that they mess, and again, I'm not even involved in this at all, but I think to take offense
because with Tourette's, you hear it so often, and that's how your tics come. Is that?
I don't know how his body processed that. I don't know if it's because he saw an African American person and he I don't know how the Tourette's works. I just think that there just should be grace shown in this instance. I don't. Again, I don't deal with it, so I don't know. But to know your side, you absolutely have a take on it because you dealt with stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that, in life, I don't think there's ever harm in apologizing for something that, like, if he felt like he needed to, no problem. It's not like I would be sitting here if he apologized and being like, why would he apologize for that? Like, no worries if he did. And he did apologize, just not directly. And we also don't know what their direct conversations have been. But I feel fucking awful for people with Tourette's. I feel like people are not looking at this two-sided in terms of like his life is brutal. And he would have to apologize 4,000 times a day for everything he did if he has this many tics as he seems to have. It's like, you wouldn't wish that on your worst fucking enemy, as opposed to being called a name publicly, which fucking sucks and is absolutely brutal. One time on stage. It's just my thoughts on it. Christopher, it's on all the BBC. They cut people say free Palestine, but not that. It's all on them. They wanted people to talk about that to get clicks. Yeah, I think that's
what Roxy said. It's on the BAFTA people. It's not on. Yeah.
I just think why. Yeah, and by that I do mean BBC where it was aired. Like it's on the organization to not do that. It's ridiculous. They had 2 hours. You can get this or you can get that. Could say it's no problem. Yelling out obscenities and yelling out a racial slur with 2 black actors on stage is different. I do agree that that's different. It wasn't his fault or malicious, but could have warranted an apology. I've heard you say that, and I think you're totally entitled to that opinion. Gopal saw Excalibur for the first time in a hotel in Delhi in 1987. Whoa. The day I visited Taj Mahal the first time. That's a long drive in a car with no AC in July. Ooh.
That's a great memory. That's a core memory for you, man.
Yeah, probably because it was hot as balls. Never forget. That's wow, damn. Yeah, I don't think I've seen it.
It's really good.
We are at the end of our questions, Mike.
And not even close to beating Roka. Man.
55. No, but we did get some really good possible ones for Penny.
Yes.
Which I'm really grateful for. And yeah, I think people were thrown off by maybe I shouldn't have had the BAFTA conversation. People seem to get really upset.
It was topic. I mean, what can you do? I mean,
yeah, it's a good question.
It was a topic. It was entertainment news. We can't just ignore it. You can't ignore it.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree. I think we should all treat each other with kindness. We're allowed and entitled to have different opinions of one another as long as we do it respectfully and sweetly. There should be no problem with that. Those are my thoughts. And
how did Roka get 100? Man, God.
I know, 97, really crazy.
He needs a win, so.
Yeah. He needs a win. That's true. All right, taking another one. Let's see. Is from Gopal. Is Penny interested in doing mainstream movies too? Yeah, I'm curious about that as well. Have there been a lot of mattress actors that have crossed over to being
a couple? Yeah, not many. I'm curious if she has an exit strategy. If there's a timeline that she wants to, exit at.
When you say a couple, any that I would know?
Tracy Lords.
No.
I know I don't reach the chat, but I just saw something in there. I love Slippers 53, the lump on my neck. I see, thank you for pointing that out. I see it right here. Right there. It is a
What'd they say?
You can't see. They just asked about it. They said, what is this little lump? You can't really see it right now. It's like right here. This right here. It's a cyst that I have in I've had it since I was, I don't know, 10, 12. It's like just skin or like cells that have clumped together. I've had it here. Good eye. I appreciate that. Cause that reminds me, there was a story. There was a newscaster that had something on her throat, and a doctor recognized it and said, hey, you got to get that checked out. It turned out it was some kind of cancer. Oh, but I appreciate that. Thank you for seeing that. But no, I've had it checked out 30, 40 years ago, but thank you.
I just looked up Tracy Lords. I don't know who that is.
She was in Blade. That's her big mainstream and why people remember her. She was in the opening of Blade. I'm trying to think of anyone. Sasha Grey tried to transition.
I told you I saw her in Entourage. But...
Yes. Yeah. She transitioned for a little bit.
Let's see. Gopal, Seth Rogen talked about casting porn actresses for what?
Yes. Something Zach and Miri make a porno.
Oh.
Katie Morgan was in that and a couple others. I think. Yeah. Manny, yes, I did get it checked out about 40 years ago. 40 years ago. Yeah, I was. Yeah.
And you don't have to get it checked again ever?
Well, they checked it when I was 40 and it hasn't done anything
I thought
in
you
40
said 40 years ago.
Yes, as in when I was like 10.
Okay, you just said they checked it out when I was 40.
Oh, no, 40 years ago.
Okay.
No, I've had it my whole life and thankfully it's nothing.
All right, we're closing out with 57.
Maitland Ward, yeah, that's true, Maitland. But Maitland Ward went from Nickelodeon to porn.
Who is that?
Maitland Ward. She's a redhead. She was on one of those Nickelodeon's kid shows. I don't remember which one.
Oh, she went the other way?
Yeah.
Isn't that what Bella did?
Bella Hadid?
Nope.
Bella, I don't know.
Is that a different Bella? And then she did OnlyFans. Oh, I don't know Maitland Ward. Bella
she was in Boy Meets World. Thank you for that. Boy Meets World, not Nickelodeon.
Isn't her name Bella something?
I don't know who that is, Rox.
She an OnlyFans called Bella something. Bella Thorne.
Oh, I don't think she did porn though. I think she just did like risque photos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think she did the full on.
Pal says Boy Meets World. Oh, somebody said she was on Schmoes No. Who was on Schmoes No?
Bella Thorne?
Now
you're making me self-conscious about my neck thing.
I can't see it still, so
I know you can't. Shannon never noticed it. But I just again want to say thank you for
I do have lint on my microphone.
Because that could have, if I didn't know it was there, that would have been something.
It's not lint. I wonder what that is. It probably doesn't sound.
I'll show you next time I see you in person, Roxy. Yeah, you really. How did you see it? You can't see it. It's this little red thing. Now it's
maybe
red.
They zoomed in on a picture of you to make it their icon. Or
now it's red because I'm rubbing it. But
yeah, we'll stop doing.
The problem is I normally cut it because I shave, and it's
you nick it.
Yeah,
Nix
all
it.
the time.
Nick it. Nix it.
All the time.
Nick or Nix?
Nick. Nick.
With 59, we are getting out of here. Oh, nope. You can get with this, so you can get with that. I really appreciate the BAFTA combo. You guys did the right thing about talking about it. You guys rock. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Again, it's different sides. Like
you're super respectful.
I'm not the guy to be asking him about it, because it doesn't. For sure. But Roxy is much more.
Yeah, but still, our opinions don't matter as much as other people's opinions on this do. So we're just giving them because we're on the show talking about it. But thank you for yours. Ryan4050, are there any storylines off limits / inappropriate? Do you mean with Penny?
Or with us? Because Roxy and I will talk about anything.
I wonder
it's Harloff that reins us in.
Yeah, we're on his show, so we won't. But any storylines that are inappropriate or off limits.
I would think if that's a Penny question, that's a really good one. Like if she has limits of I won't do this, I won't do that.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. All right, it's 61, y'all. We are closing out. I keep giving them a little time.
Yes, for Penny. I see in the chat it said yes for Penny.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll flag that one.
Yeah. We should flag that.
That is interesting. I'm sure they have limits. I'm 100% sure they do. I would.
Do you know how long the Penny interview is going to be?
I think 45 minutes. I think that's what they said.
That's a good amount of time for us to really.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to be Kristian's opening question to her?
I think he's going to make a joke about how it came about. She will be the first adult actress on our show ever. And it really blew up the chat that one day, and just how it came about. I think,
I think he's going to ask something about her, how she got into it, or like her upbringing, involvement.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we get out of here, my dude?
I don't want to.
I know.
Because I hate not beating Roka.
I know. We're at 61. We're at 61.
It ain't gonna happen. But we are at 11 already.
I know. The problem is, Mike, we're 40 away.
Like, you didn't have any. You're a terrible businesswoman today, Rox. I can't give you credit for being a good businesswoman. You're terrible. We even had the thing of Penny, but it just didn't happen. Maybe Tuesday was. Maybe people are just. I don't know.
We had the Penny thing. What happened with that?
I wish that show was going to be live, but I completely understand why.
I understand why. Yeah.
I 100% why it won't. No, it won't be. I would love to get to a point where we do more of these and they are live, because I think the chat will make it awesome. I agree. I think we'll have huge numbers.
Ooh.
But I get it. I completely understand why it can't be live.
All right. Just thinking about some other questions. So long farewell, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. And for those of you guys who are cool, kind, respectful, we appreciate you even more. And for all the haters, I guess thanks for boosting the views. Couldn't do it without you. Mikey, any final words for the people?
Yeah, I'm not at Mr. Mike Kalinowski. It's just at Mike Kalinowski. I get the Mr. added. Harloff added Mr. to me. I don't know why.
Yeah, why is that in your lower third?
I like it. It looks cool, but it's not me.
Have you ever been?
No.
It's just there?
I had Mike Kalinowski _ when my Twitter got taken away during the pandemic for like 5 months.
Jared, Trump will go off the rails at State of the Union address tonight because he can't help
it. Oh, is that tonight? Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Can you imagine? That's going to be insane.
Ants G101. We're making a little push here, Mike. Can you talk about Collider? As I know you guys kind of hit at it every so often, but I don't know the background.
What do you mean? Like, as in, I'll tell you this, I don't know if their articles are AI generated or what now, but some of those things that they post, because I'll see it on Twitter, it'll just be the headline and the clickbait headline. And I'm like,
maybe he means more factually. Maybe he means, so maybe you don't know, if you don't know the background, we used to work there. Kristian did. There was a morning show called Collider Live. I was on it. Kristian left. I took over as hosting it. Mikey sometimes guested on different shows.
I would just pop in, and then the Schmodown, when that was part of Collider, was more my thing. But I was never. Yeah, I loved to. There was
something crazy actually on my YouTube. The #1 most viewed video. I haven't gone back to watch it, but the #1 most viewed video.
Can I guess?
YouTube.
Can I guess?
I just kind of said what it was.
It was on the YouTube. Was Collider? But can I say the episode it was?
Yeah.
Was it the one with Alan Richardson?
No, that's maybe the most viewed Collider one. I'm saying on my YouTube, my most viewed episode is the day after, or like a week after Collider. I did a video saying here's what happened with Collider.
Oh, I got you.
And that, like, so many people tuned in for. But I have nothing. Kristian has bad words to say. I never have bad words to say about my time there.
I enjoyed it when I would jump in. I loved the people there, and I was very thankful that a lot of them went and did the Schmodown. But I would just pop in as a guest, so I don't know the ins and outs.
Casey Grant, Mikey, when's your podcast coming?
When I get a second bedroom and I can make an actual studio.
Are you guys gonna move?
No, I don't want to. She wants to, though. She just wants a bigger place. I told her I'll move to Buffalo if she wants to, but that didn't fly.
Luke said Mr. Mike Kalinowski is your YouTube handle, and that's why it's there.
Oh.
And
is it?
PLD
shows you how much I go on my YouTube. All right. So our lower thirds, or that's what our YouTube is.
I don't know.
So I should say my Twitter when my Twitter is.
No, I think it's supposed to be what our social is. I think he's just making about why he put it there. Ant says, yeah, it sounds like it wasn't a good break. No, the Collider breakup was not ideal.
Yeah.
It was not ideal, but I would do a show for them 10 out of 10 times again, honestly. But I'm glad it happened because otherwise I wouldn't have done the World Girls, which was like my favorite thing ever. I love doing the World Girls. Luke says he'll fix it. All right. We are 65 questions deep. Here's a 66th. Buffalo is rough with the lake effect snow.
You got that right, buddy, man. That it comes off Lake Erie. It's just this storm front that just is ice and snow and blizzard and yeah. I mean, I talk a big game how much I would love to live there, but I've never lived through a winter. It's been here, Rox, keep talking. I got something I can show you. Keep talking.
We're gonna get out of here, Mikey.
We got 2 seconds. Hold on.
All right.
Right
well,
it's
if you
right
send
here.
in more support, then we've got 2 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. Send in that support because it's right here.
66 right now. If we had one more 6, we'd be the devil, which some of you guys.
Here's the house I grew up at. It's still there. That's where I was born.
Oh my God.
And then this was the house. Did
you take Shannon to show her?
I did. And this is the house that I grew up in. That little upstairs window, that was my house.
Beautiful house.
It was awesome. I had a huge backyard with like a forest and like, it's funny. We talked about that. Shannon's like, well, what were you considered? It's like, well, we were solid middle class. My mom was a nurse. My dad worked for a company. Like that was middle class America, what you could buy. My parents were 26, 27.
Wow.
They probably bought that in the 80s. They probably bought that like 1980. But that's what it was. That was middle class America.
This is my favorite comment. That picture's AI, Mike. You're not slick.
Which one? This one? This is AI?
Yeah, it's AI, Mike.
No, that's me.
Okay, a couple more coming through. Can we make this last minute push? Go, pal. My parents lived in Albany when they first got here.
Albany, New York?
I've been to Albany several times.
Mm-hmm.
Michael, 6'7". Well, now 7'0". Kenya King, I hope you like Pearl as much as X. I loved Pearl. But I got
TV show?
You guys. I loved Maxine as well. So you guys will continue watching, but that's my Real Rejects. I covered that trilogy. It's like the greatest trilogy ever. Obsessed. Gopal says, remember reading once where they got a foot of snow every day for a week? I remember reading once.
I wouldn't doubt that. The mountain that I was on, the base was 150 feet of snow right now, which is awesome.
Thoughts on Punch the Monkey? Do you know this?
I do. I'm glad he found people that love him. That poor guy.
Steph was so invested in this fucking.
I could imagine. I could fucking imagine that Steph was into that. Of course she was.
Steph would never post on her stories. She posts 5 things around. Oh. I was yeah, I understand. I definitely understand why. 72 from Casey Grant making this push, baby. Mikey, any more funny videos to show us?
Have you guys seen what AI has done with Padme from Star Wars?
I'm scared.
Well, have you seen the one about? Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Wait, you stop laughing already. You guys, we already lost him.
Well, I gotta find it.
Set the scene, dude.
So AI, you know what they're doing. They're doing all their things. They're making whatever, And there was this one video.
Right?
It was like the meme of Padme and Anakin, where they're sitting there and Anakin's is like,
I hate Sam.
Says, yeah, and then she'll just stare at him and say, "But why?" But then it's his face again, and she's just like, "Because you don't like sand, right?" Like, have you seen that one?
No.
Hold on. Okay, you got to keep talking. I got to pull up the meme to show you the video.
PLD just wrote to me to be scared, and I kind of am.
AI meme.
What is even happening right now? We're at 72.
Here we go. Okay, here it is.
All right. Okay, here it is.
There's the one about curing cancer.
I don't know. Kenya just said, bro, not the video. It's crazy bouncy as hell. I'm scared. What are you about to say?
He knows.
Bouncy as hell.
Oh, God, where is it? It's like.
Oh, I hate what's going on right now.
No, you don't. I can't find it. All right, well, you can't really read it, but that's the meme.
Wait, using AI will Wait, I can't read it. What's it say?
Okay, so it says using AI. So this is the one that's the meme. It goes, using AI will make us so much more efficient now. And Padme goes, so we can work less hours than 40 hours in a week. And he just stares at her. And she's like, so we can work less hours in a week, right? But she did one where it's like, AI will make everything so much easier. And she goes, to cure cancer, right? And he just stares at her. And she goes, to cure cancer, right? And it pans down and she's just got like this enormous chest. They like AI'd her breasts. But then this is the second part of that meme. And this has got audio. Ready?
You're curing cancer, right?
Oh, the bouncy. Wait, we're getting texts and we're seeing them. So I'm scared.
Cure cancer, right? But like, that's the problem with AI. Natalie Portman didn't agree to that. Why? You can't do that. You cannot do that. But my God, when I saw that.
Do you think there's going to be a lot of lawsuits?
Oh my God. Are you kidding? It's already started. Like they're already shutting down like ByteDance or whatever. It's like already saying, no, you can't use people's faces and it's not allowing them to upload faces and stuff. Yeah, it's massive.
All right.
Massive.
We're getting, dude, we are making this final push. Let's keep
This is how I do it. This is how we do it.
Eclipse 77. Did Tall hear the story of a guy named John Barron who sounded a lot like Trump calling into into news channel bashing politicians he didn't like? Yeah, and a lot of people think it was Trump.
Because he's used that alias before.
Yeah.
On something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, we're reaching parody in life here. We are reaching parody here.
Armada says Lipton voice, Mr. Mike. Wait, what's Lipton voice?
Well, they want me to do John Lipton, not John Lipton. Is that his name? The guy that interviews famous people. Lipton.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't have an imitation of him. I told them I was going to work on it. And he's got such a distinct voice. So I need to really,
try to say, how are you, sir?
Michael Kalinowski, actor, author. How are you?
Sir.
Not bad.
Sir.
Not bad. I get
how
there.
Are you, sir?
Sir. How are you, sir? He's got like a very distinct cadence.
Okay. James Lipton. Thank you.
James, thank you.
Ryan's 4050. What has been the number one reason for your success, Moxie?
Look at that avatar. Did you see it?
Pulling it back up. Oh, is that Kristian? Oh my God.
Yeah. Look at him.
That's
Miserable.
His video today of being like,
miserable fuck that he is.
That's what he said. Fuck this. As he was
fuck this.
So what's been the number one reason for your success, Moxie?
Moxie?
Well, Moxie isn't successful today so far. We're working on it, but we'll see. You guys are the number one reason.
What impression does Mike do with his Mrs. Doubtfire?
No, pay attention to the questions that they're paying for. That's what we're
I'm
here
sorry.
right now.
Okay, go for it.
What was the number one reason for your success?
Us?
Yes.
I think it was we had like a moonlighting vibe, you and me.
Hell yeah.
We had that kind of like, will they, won't they? They hate each other, but they love each other. They get on each other's nerves, but they've got each other's backs. I think that's 100% what it was.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, come on now. Easy question.
Armada 8YT. Penny Barber as the new Money Penny. What's Money Penny?
James Bond.
Oh.
It's the secretary.
I've never seen him.
No, I know you haven't. But yeah, she is a will they won't they with James Bond all the time. But she was kind of her role got kind of upgraded in the newer Craig ones where she was an agent. But
who's an actress that's played her?
Oh God,
like Halle Berry was that?
No, Naomi Harris was one, the most recent. I should know all of them, and I do.
Her.
But
yeah, all right, Naomi Michael Harris. G 881 with that avatar. Roxy has the best Stitch impression. I do.
You do.
I think it sounds like Yoda, but really,
it's so great.
Stitch. Alex, what's your favorite video on the internet? Oh no, stop asking Mike this question. Mine, bar none, is a Christian Bale rant. It's beautiful. I think about it at least once a day.
Dude, that
rant is wild.
I did a parody show back in the mid 2000s, and I played Christian Bale doing that rant. I don't remember what he was saying now, but there was such, oh, good for you. Look at you behind it. Da, with the lights in the fucking background. That's what he is like. Oh, good for you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good rant. You ever heard that one?
I quote "It's an illusion. Fuck you all the time."
What's that
too.
from?
If you don't know, you don't know. And I like the gecko that's on acid. I watch that video a lot too.
Skittlist, the Fiskin Barned. Look at it, Mr. Fiddlesticks.
I love that.
Fiddlesticks.
I
Yeah.
think that one's so stupid. I really
I think
like
one of my
that.
favorites is the George Bush compilation of bloopers. We got a saying here in Texas: you fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, you can't fool me again.
Yeah, it's so good.
And the one where he's like, "We will not
Fool me three
bow
times.
down to these terrorists." Now, watch us drive. I fucking love him.
All right, here we go. We're making our way. We can't be here much longer, guys. Those will get
Making
in
our
your
way
final.
in the
Go Pals,
world,
have you
yeah.
seen Jason Segel and Neil Patrick Harris singing the confrontation from Les Mis? Was that on Actors Studio? I didn't see that. Did you see that?
I did not.
Sorry. Armada. Gargamel impression update, Mike. What's Gargamel?
Who am I in that picture? He's from the Smurfs. No, I haven't done Gargamel yet.
Okay, but can you give us Michael Caine, Mike, from Michael?
That's right. To do Michael Caine, I'd like to get my Michael Caine glasses because Michael Caine wears the very big glasses. Did you know that when Michael Caine gets angry, he speaks very, very loudly? He gets very loudly, but then he does the broken voice with the broken speech, whatever he thinks of Bruce Wayne as a little young man. I can't wait to interview Penny Barber. I didn't get my hair cut for over a week because I wanted to see the barber. And I'm going to be talking about her with all her bits that she does in the film industry.
Is that her shtick? Haircuts?
No,
Oh.
that's fucking Harloff.
Okay.
And Harloff, Scott Mance is Harloff.
Armada, thoughts on Harold and Kumar films? Look at this picture, Mike.
Is that? Oh, that's me with the fucking Muppets. That to me is the perfect week because it shows my contempt for the fucking Muppets. I hate the Muppets.
Where are you there?
The
Why do
Schmodown.
you
I
hate the
think I had a belt on. Yeah.
I like those movies, and I think that they're really structurally sound, actually.
And I can't stand those movies.
Why?
But that is because I'm not a pothead.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I've
there's
never
the difference
smoked-
between
I've never smoked grass in my life, Roxy.
there's
ever.
the difference between you and me. You've never tried it?
Never tried grass in my life. It stinks like shit. All you people that think it smells good, it smells like shit.
You don't do it because it smells good. You do it because of how it makes you feel.
Nah.
Mike,
not for
are
me.
you going to die without ever having smoked weed?
Probably.
I can't express to you how lame that is.
That's some bullshit, Rocks.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
You ever pegged a dude? You're going to die without pegging a dude? I think that's lame, Rocks.
Do you think that's lame?
I don't know. I've never done it. I had a
A
girlfriend.
lot
that-
of weird comparisons on the show today. GoPal says, I'm still amazed that in the summer of 97, Portman and Keira Knightley were similar enough to be decoys. Then Keira drew another half foot. I still think they look identical. I can't tell them apart sometimes.
In that movie, they sure should do. Yeah.
Even still now, I'm telling you. Gerard, I have 5 of the 2023 one chip challenge and 3 of the 2022 chips. Would you break down and eat them if there was an apocalypse and food was scarce? I don't think they help you in that scenario.
I can't do my fear. Okay, Roxy, what's your fear as an actress? Like, what do you like that might have that feasibly in the world?
Having two things. You know, I'm a liquid germaphobe. Having to drink a drink after somebody else drinks that drink.
Okay.
And having to eat something with cheese.
Oh. My fear is if I became successful enough that I had to go on Hot Ones.
Oh,
I
that's
would
crazy.
I would fucking
love
die.
that.
I would fucking die. I hate hot, spicy foods with a passion. But anyone knows me knows I'm not a quitter. Oh God, I would fucking die, Rocks, to go.
You can
but
just-
because
you
it's
can
such a
stop.
good show and he's such a good interviewer.
He is
and it's
so
such
good.
a great show.
He's so good.
But
GoPal
I'd be-
says supposedly their mothers couldn't tell them apart. That's crazy.
That's fucked up.
Here's what that is. Here's what I will say. Nothing for nothing, Mike. Do you know where we're at right now?
69.
85.
Fuck, we're doing it. Come on, guys.
But we have to go. I mean, we have to
know.
go. Like
we made an effort.
we just made it to the end. at least we made enough of a dent.
We made an
that
effort.
He's not going to be annoyed with us. Your
Yeah.
questions for Penny Barber will be in consideration. Your 85 is much appreciated.
We tried.
You guys making Mikey do weird things at the end of the show, I will always adore.
Hey, Roxy's got her stuff for being a good businesswoman. I'll do crazy shit if you guys send in the super chats. You know me, I don't say no to anything.
Yeah, I think PLD and Luke are so excited for us to get out of here. Those poor things.
Probably.
GoPal says, have you seen the Hot Ones versus show? No. How's that work? I can't imagine. Like, are they competing with each other instead?
God, I can't imagine. Oh my God.
86. All right. Oh God. Oh no. PLD. Would you rather watch the Muppets or be?
Hey, that's PLD's answering that, so we've got to go with it. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I had
Mike only.
I had some. You
Because
know,
I'm happy to watch.
I'm at the age where I'm going to get physicals, and they're starting to do stuff down there where I'm like, I don't know how this is enjoyable at all. But there's an entire segment of the
you're
world.
not like lubed up in the mood.
You're lubed up. You damn
You're
right.
lubed up, but not in the mood. You're not self-lubed. You're.
Yeah.
What's your answer?
I'll
remind you of the question.
Is Penny doing the pegging? She straps
If
that
Penny
thing
is doing the pegging, is your answer pegged?
I don't know. I'm getting puckered up, feeling it right now. I'll try anything once. I'll try anything once. So try anything once.
You really hate the Muppets, huh?
I hate them. I can't stand them.
Gopal says Hot One Versus is 2 cast people from the movie with 5 last stab wings and asking each other questions. Answer or eat a wing. Oh, that's so good.
Oof, that's a good one. Yeah.
Mikey. Armada. Penny in the Muppets. Would you watch?
That's a good avatar. I like that one. That's from my Schmodown comeback in the IG.
That's not you.
It's 100% it's me. I'm looking at a book that's my Schmodown notes,
crazy,
and the light was on me and it lit up my face. It was great.
So would you watch
Penny doing the Muppets? Yeah, I'd watch her doing.
I don't think she's doing.
I'd watch her reading a fucking cookbook or reading a phone book.
Her doing the Muppets would be really wild.
Miss Piggy, she's giving me the ham. Helicopter. Have you seen Kermit on those videos with the helicopter? He gets the cucumber. He's like, helicopter.
Oh, you guys told me about this one time. You told me about this and I didn't. Okay. Mike Joyce hates the Muppets. What about Sesame Street?
Sesame Street was a little bit better. I didn't grow up with those like a lot of people did. I grew up with like.
What did you grow up with? We just hit 90, by the way. This is
Super
scary.
Friends. We're gonna hit it. We're gonna do.
Okay,
Super
now
Friends,
we're. I mean, now we're here.
Stop. We can't
now
stop.
We're here. Jared says, if you both had an identical twin, would you mess with people?
Absolutely.
I definitely would have done that, like cheating on tests things for sure.
Roxy, you and your twin would have done it to a dude. You know, you would have fucked with the dude. 100% you would have.
Oh, not fuck the dude. I think
no, you would have. You would have
incest
messed
thing
up.
is so
No,
weird.
you would have like invited him in, like, hey, good to see you for our date, and like got a little bit there
for sure.
And like right before you were about to kiss, then your sister would pop up like, ha ha, we got you.
I like pranks for sure.
Yeah,
pranks.
100%, Roxy.
Stuff.
Come on now.
Well, what about you?
If I had a twin, yeah, of course I would fuck with people.
Okay. Gopal, Wednesday cast has a good Hot Ones versus. Who is it? Oh, who did I just see was added to the Wednesday cast?
I'm trying to think of who had the best Hot Ones that I.
Christian Unpronounceable says support. Hell yeah, we love to see it.
Idris Elba's Hot Ones is a great one. Shaq's.
Shia LaBeouf.
Oh. Okay.
Gopal says Rami Malek took an exam for his twin to graduate. I saw that.
Wow.
I actually think it was Rami Malek's twin that took the exam. No.
For Rami Malek.
Oh. Winona Ryder. Yeah, Winona was just added to the cast.
That seems like a given.
I know. I was exactly.
How is she not in there?
Husker for Life 109 favorite Scream sequel?
2.
I just watched all of them. They're all.
Are they good? I only like the first 2.
No, they're all excellent.
And now I heard. Have you seen this last one?
No, not yet.
I heard.
Do it for Real Rejects.
I heard it's the pits.
Oh,
I heard it's not good.
Fuck.
That was a reaction that came out, and because I'm not invested in those movies, so I was just like, oh wow.
Mike Joyce, hashtag beat Roca. Well, we are well on our way right now because we're almost there.
Maybe it's our timing. Maybe we need to go like 10 to 12.
I know. Conan O'Brien, Gopal says Conan O'Brien is best for original Hot Ones. Did I see that?
I don't know if I've seen that, but he was probably great.
Wait, this is interesting. Armada says,
oh, hold on. This is bullshit.
Roca might do P interviews with Snyder too.
That's some bullshit. That is bullshit.
I kind of get it.
What do you mean you get it? There would be no porn on this channel if it wasn't for me. And
yeah, Snyder's not on this channel.
He jumps in this channel.
Does he?
Motherfucker, if they... Nah,
I think he would love to be on this channel.
But come on now. The three of us, it's a little bit higher quality. A little bit, we're raising our standards. Don't lower your standards to go with those two chumps.
Fighting words. All right. What we've officially done is we've tied.
Tied?
We've tied him.
Come on, guys. We can't leave out a tie.
We've officially tied Roca. Okay, we've officially broken the tie.
Because he loved Michael Caine.
I feel like we do need to hit one. Okay,
Is that me? Is that me with a bunch of
That is you
French?
with the beret. Support.
Why am I in France?
My cocaine. Thank you, Michael D, for that.
Why am I in France there?
Alex says, let's get you to 100. You're welcome. Hell yeah, Alex. All right, we officially hit 100. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I thought you like to go a little higher, Roxy, just for shits and giggles.
Here we go. 101 RQMDSMD support for Roxy and Mike going for 100. And we've done 101. You just took Penny Barber 101 with Mike and Roxy. That's what we did. We will take the questions in consideration. We will GTFO.
I think there's a good chance most of those will be asked.
I think a lot of them will be as well.
They were all great.
Armada says, is Mr. Mike's porn username?
Is that me too? Is Gargamel? You motherfuckers.
Oh my God.
You motherfuckers.
Jesus.
Jesus.
I'm hooked on the pretzels filled with Reese's peanut butter. Wow.
Me too, buddy. Go to if you got a Costco membership, go to Costco. You got this.
You know who I'm going to see today?
$10.
You know who I'm seeing today?
Who?
Steph.
Ah.
I'm so excited. I haven't seen her in months.
Really?
We FaceTime all the time, but she's been keeping it close to home. But we're doing a little girl.
She got a croissant in the oven.
Yeah.
That little croissant.
B. Miller, what are your updated top 10s for 2025? Oh, B. Miller, B. Miles, 75. We do not have time for that right now. But just give me a couple things that you loved of 2025, Mikey.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know.
Pit. It's hard for me to remember what happened this year, let alone last year.
I know the Pit.
Yeah.
Send Help. Send Help. Phenomenal movie.
It was good.
Send Help. Yeah, great.
It was in 2025.
Oh, 2025. I'm sorry. I think 2026. Oh, I can do top 10s easy. F1, Mission Impossible, Final Reckoning, Superman, Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, Sinners. That's what I can think of right now off the top of my head. But F1 is probably my biggest surprise of the year as far as didn't think I was going to enjoy it. Didn't even know if I'd watch it and absolutely loved that movie.
Yeah, I loved it too. I love The Pit. I loved Adolescence. I love Dying for Sex. I'm just going TV. And as far as artist goes, I've fallen in love with Chris Stapleton. Who knew? Noah Kahn, whose tickets for his concert I could not get. Bruce Springsteen always, who released new music like a champ. Let's keep going. Eclipse, is watching Cornwall in a relationship cheating?
No.
I certainly think that, like, if you guys set certain rules, then I guess that it might be lying if you do that. But I can't imagine a world that somebody thinks this is cheating.
That's like saying if you watch like that movie Netflix show Sex Life, it was all about sex. Are you cheating? Like, I think if you've got a partner,
if you're not even in the same room as somebody, it's hard to. It's just hard to judge.
Your partner is like understanding, you're communicative. Like there should be no.
But, some people don't like that. That doesn't mean it's cheating, but it'll be something else. All right. Michael D, let's beat Roca. You guys have made that abundantly clear.
Yep.
And we love that for us. Mike, every time I try to take us out of here, they say nah, but we say, yeah, we are leaving. We much love to you guys. Thank you so much for this incredible ending to a great show, and be on the lookout for our Penny Barber interview.
You guys could be awesome. And it was thanks to you guys. You know,
Later. Say bye.
Bye.